This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We interrupt your program to bring you the special presentation of live play-by-play action on Talk Radio WZZN.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. It's time for Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Play ball!
Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World. Wow! Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, the law firm of Martinson and Beeson, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Alumni Hall, Eagle Insulation, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Now, let's head to the ballpark with the voice of the Trash Pandas, Josh Carey.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome to the final home game of the 2024 season. We are live from Toyota Field. Josh Carey with you back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios. Running the boards is Jeff Scarborough, and this is the pregame show. Rocket City taking on Biloxi in the final game of a 7-game series. It's the rubber match as each team has split the first 6 games, and the Trash Pandas will try to pick up their first series win since early July as they try to pick up a win today over Biloxi. Meanwhile, the Shuckers still in a fight for that final playoff spot in the Southern League Southern Division second half standings. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. The reason why this series is tied up at 3 games apiece is because of a wild win yesterday by Rocket City in extra innings. The final score was 4-3. Let's go ahead and tell you what happened in that ball game. It was a pitcher's duel all the way until the 8th inning. Chase Cheney started the contest for Rocket City, and he was terrific. 7 shutout innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Meanwhile, the Shuckers got 5 shutout frames from former Trash Panda Adam Seminaris. 5 hits, 2 Ks, and 2 walks and 3 strikeouts from him. Sam Carlson with 2 perfect innings in relief. He struck out 3 of the 6 men he faced. Finally, in the 8th inning, Rocket City would surge ahead with the first run of the ball game. Denzer Guzman led off with a double to third. That's right, the third baseman Brock Wilkin dove for the ball. The ball hit off his glove, caromed into shallow left center field. Eric Brown Jr., the shortstop, was out of position to get to the ball, so as it rolled into left center field, Guzman made it to second base with no one out against reliever Tyler Weisner. A wild pitch would send him to third, and then Orlando Martinez would bloop a single into shallow center field to bring in Guzman and give Rocket City a 1-0 lead. It looked like that would be the final score of the ball game. After Cheney left after 7, Luke Murphy came in, struck out 2 of the 4 men he faced in the 8th inning, then struck out the first 2 men in the 9th inning. Looked like they were going to cruise to victory, but Ernesto Martinez Jr. doubled into left center field, and then with 2 strikes on Eric Brown Jr. and Lamar Sparks, each would draw a walk to load the bases with 2 out, and from there, Xavier Warren walked on 4 pitches, 3 consecutive walks by Murphy. The last one forced in the tying run and knotted the ball game up at 1 apiece. Kenyon Yovan would relieve Murphy after that, get a ground out to second by Nick Cale to get Rocket City out of the inning. However, the Shuckers were able to surge ahead with 2 unearned runs in the 10th inning off of Yovan to take a 3-1 lead. With Nick Cale starting the inning at second base, it was Casey Martin who would walk to put runners at first and second with no one out. Dylan O'Ray would then lay down a sacrifice bunt up the third base line. Ben Goebel fielded the ball, threw wildly to first. It went down the right field line. Both Cale and Martin were able to score on the play, a 2-run throwing error by Ben Goebel, and that would make it a 3-1 contest. To Kenyon Yovan's credit, after that, he would strike out Darian Miller, get Brock Wilkin to foul out to short, and then he got Adam Hall to strike out swinging to end the inning and keep it a 3-1 contest. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Nelson Rada started the inning at second base for Rocket City. David Mershon drew a walk to put runners at first and second with no one out against Blake Holub, who, by the way, was entering play 7 of 7 in save opportunities, had not given up an earned run all season. I'll tell you why I said that a little bit later. But again, a walk to Mershon, first and second with no one out when Denzer Guzman reached on an infield single to short, just beating the throw to first by Eric Brown Jr. That loaded the bases with no one out. From there, Orlando Martinez grounded into a 3-6 fielder's choice to bring in Rada from third. That would make it a 3-2 ball game while Guzman was retired at second and Mershon went to third. With runners at the corners and one away. Tyler Payne was at the plate. Orlando Martinez would steal second base. That wound up being a big play. So second and third, one out. Tyler Payne hits a routine shallow fly ball into center field. It looked like it was going to be an easy out and probably not deep enough for Mershon to tag and score. But the center fielder Casey Martin and the right fielder Lamar Sparks got mixed up on their communication. The ball wound up dropping right in between the two in shallow right center field. Scoring from third was Mershon. Martinez went to third. Sparks picked up the ball, threw the ball to third base, trying to get Martinez out, but the ball scampered away past the infield, all the way off the left field side rail, down the line, and able to score from third with a headfirst dive was Martinez, giving Rocket City a goofy walk-off 4-3 win in 10 innings on a throwing error by Sparks as Rocket City picks up the victory. So here were your totals. For Biloxi, 3 runs, 4 hits in air. They left 8. Rocket City, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9. Your winner in relief was Kenyon Yovan. He goes to 1-0 on the season. Inning in the third, no hits, 2 runs, neither of which was earned. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. The loss goes to Blake Hollop. He falls to 2-2 as he gave up his first earned run of the year. Also blew his first save opportunity of the year as he goes his first save of the year. He goes a third of an inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 of which was earned, 1 walk, and no Ks for him. No save. Time of game 2 hours and 49 minutes, and the attendance was great, 7,084, as Rocket City again wins by the final of 4-3 in 10 innings. There's a look at what happened last night. We'll take a break on pregame show, come back and take a look at scores and standings from around the Southern League. That's coming up right after this as you listen to Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Celebrate and honor those who have served our country. The annual Military Tribute Night at Toyota Field is Saturday, September 14th. For the 5th straight year, the USA Patriots amputee softball team will square off with the local veterans of AUSA. The patriotic extravaganza will be capped off by a post-game fireworks spectacular. Tickets are $10. Get yours at trashpandasbaseball.com/events.
T-minus 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Groups have more fun with the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Toyota Field is the perfect backdrop to celebrate. Please enjoy great benefits like preferred seating, $2 ballpark credit per ticket, recognition on the video board, all-inclusive options, and much more. Visit trashpandasbaseball.com/groups for details. The Rocket City Trash Pandas. Have a blast.
An emerald green field is iconic of baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside environs of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results with fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call us today at 888-556-7985.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back with you on the pregame show as we get ready for first pitch. Rocket City and Biloxi in the final game at Toyota Field this season. Quick look at last night's scoreboard. Tennessee swept a doubleheader at Mississippi, 2-1 in Game 1. Brett Bateman, 2 of 3 with a run scored. In Game 2, it was Tennessee 1-0 over the Braves. Ray Vaj Garcia, 2 of 2 with an RBI and a double. Joe Nahas, 5 shutout innings, 2 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts for the Smokies in the win. Montgomery blanked Chattanooga in the capital city, 3-0. Tyler Murray, 1 of 3 with 2 RBI. 4 pitchers gave up only 4 hits from Montgomery last night, as also Murray hit a 2-run homer. Finally, it was Birmingham defeating Pensacola 6-4. Over at Regents Field, Jacob Gonzalez, 1 of 3 with a 3-run homer. DJ Gladney, 2 of 4 with 2 runs driven in. We'll get to the standings when we come back. We're going to wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch of today's game between Rocket City and Biloxi. That's coming up right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services we performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you've been injured in an accident, visit marshtheattorney.com right now to get the help you need. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims, and I'm ready to help you too. My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 85 years, and we have received over 400 5-star Google reviews. Get in touch with me right now by visiting marshtheattorney.com. Again, that's marshtheattorney.com. Go Trash Pandas.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and a little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
And hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Toyota Field. Josh Carey with you back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios. Running the boards is Jeff Scarborough. And one final time, want to welcome those of you watching on 31.6 WAAY, the Grio, our television partner for 2024. This is the final home game of the 2024 season as Rocket City takes on Biloxi in Game 7 of 7. It's going to be a big one as Rocket City trying for their first series win since early July and also try to play spoiler for Biloxi. They had a chance to gain a full game and a half on Mississippi last night. They were unable to do that by way of yesterday's loss. Still, they own the last playoff spot in the Southern League, Southern Division standings. We'll get a little more into that in just a moment. But first, let's go ahead and run through the starting lineup for the Shuckers, who are 63-66 on the season, 33-29. In the second half, Adam Hall will lead it off and play center field. Hitting second behind the dish is Darian Miller. Batting third will be the third baseman, Brock Wilkin. Ernesto Martinez bats cleanup. He's the designated hitter. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, Eric Brown. In the sixth spot is Lamar Sparks out in right. Hitting seventh will be the second baseman, Ethan Murray. Batting eighth is Xavier Warren. He's at first. And hitting ninth is the left fielder, Nick Cale. The defense for the Trash Pandas, left to right, Martinez, Rada, and Calabrese. Third to first, Goebel, Guzman, Mershon, and Brown. Behind the plate, Emerson, and on the hill is George Clausen. As you can see, the Trash Pandas are on the field. That means we're ready for today's national anthem. Let's go down to the field for that. That was Tom Sander with our national anthem. Great job by him. And with that, we're about ready to go. Rocket City going to trot out there George Clausen, who will make his second start of the series. He's 1-3 as a Trash Panda with a 7.71 ERA. He'll try to bounce back as he struggled in Tuesday's Game 1 of a doubleheader against Biloxi. Rocket City won the game 8-4, but Clausen only 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned. He walked 3, struck out 6. As we all know, Rocket City's bullpen is a little thin right now, and on top of that, they've been used extensively this week, so it's going to be imperative that Clausen can go deep into this ballgame as Rocket City again tries to get its first series win since July 4th through 6th. They swept Birmingham in this ballpark. That's the last time they have won a series. Here's a look at your umpires for today's game. Behind the plate calling the balls and strikes is Warren Eubanks. At first is Joe McCarthy. Your third base umpire is Chandler Durham. Rocket City, as is typical for home games on Sunday, camouflage tops, white bottoms. It says Rocket City in black lettering across the front of their jersey. Rocket on top, City on bottom, black numeral on the back, black cap, and the intertwined letter R with the letter C wrapped around it in white in the middle. As for Biloxi, royal blue tops, gray bottoms. They have a white capital letter B on the left lapel with navy blue, or rather with black trim with the Shucker clam in the middle. They also have a small white numeral on the right hip with black trim, large white numeral on the back with black trim, and they're also wearing the all-black cap today with the royal blue bill. They have the capital letter B in the middle in white with black trim, and also that Shucker clam in the middle of it as well. Also, the Shuckers have the names on the back of their jerseys on top of the numerals, rather, in capital letters in white with black trim as well. So we're ready to go with this one as the throw goes down to second. Adam Hall will lead things off, 263, no homers, and 16 runs driven in. Wind blowing out to right as the first pitch of the home finale is a fastball down and away, 1-0. First pitch right on time at 2:35. Absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Temperature at 75 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. Gorgeous. Here's the 1-0. And the fastball will miss low. 2 balls and no strikes. Hall hitting leadoff today. Dylan O'Ray not in the lineup for the first time in this series. Remember, he turned an ankle while covering first base on a double play attempt in the 10th inning last night. Here's the 2-0. Fastball skied into center field. Going back on it is Rada, though. Shy of the warning track. Glasses beaming about 5 feet short of the warning track. The center fielder makes the catch. Hall flies out to center. And there's 1 out in the first inning for Darian Miller. Miller at 208. 2 homers and 29 runs driven in. Righty on lefty as the first pitch is on the way. And the fastball misses down and in, 1-0. Well, let's go ahead and get it to some items here as we enter the final home game of the season. Rocket City at home this year, 31-41. That's not great, but you like to end on a high note here. As a changeup in there for a strike, it goes to 1-1. But here's the big thing that we all watch here in minor league baseball. Entering play today, the home attendance, 314,409. Here's the 1-1 by Clausen. Changeup, there's a strike. And it will go to 1-2. Right now, Rocket City, the only team they're going to be the only team over 300,000 for the season. So for the 4th straight year in a row, we're going to finish number 1 in the league in attendance. And fans, thank you for that. As the fastball going to be bounced to second, ranging up the middle to his right, backhand field throw. Good stretch at first by Brown, and a good throw by Mershon as well. To get to that ball, had to make a flat-footed throw as headed down the line was Miller, who runs awfully well for a catcher. And again, Brown able to stretch out at first base, reel in the throw for the first or the second out of the inning. Fans, Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball is brought to you by Job Source, finding a job made easy. So 2 quick outs in the first inning. Here's Brock Wilkin. And the first pitch to him is cued off the end of the bat foul. He trickled it over by the Rocket City first base dugout off the front railing. And it's 0-1. But anyway, thank you again to the fans. We're going to average about 4,500 fans a game, and that's not knowing the attendance for this contest. Slider misses inside. It'll go to 1-1 as the fans entered the ballpark this afternoon. They were given a magnetic schedule for the 2025 season. Next home game, April 4th, when Chattanooga comes calling, and what I will assume is a 6:35 start. Fastball right through there. It'll go to 1-2. And that's a Friday for those of you who are wondering. So 1-2 as Clausen looks to wrap up the first inning. Wilkins stands back in. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, slice foul off to the right. And it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. And, of course, a lot will change between now and then in terms of the Trash Pandas on-field staff. Who's going to come back? Who's going to move up? Who's going to move down? Who's going to move on elsewhere? We don't know that part. That's up to the Angels. It's the 1-2, a swing and a miss. 99 by Clausen. I don't think I've seen him go that hard. High and away, he got Wilkin to chase. Strikeout number 1 for George, and a great start to this afternoon for George Clausen. 1-2-3 go the Shuckers in the top of the first. At the end of half an inning, it is Biloxi nothing, Rocket City coming to bat. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all, and if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. 1-2-3 went Biloxi in the top half. Now the Trash Pandas come to the plate with a record of 58-72 overall, 25-37 in the second half. David Mershon will lead it off and play second base. Hitting second at short is Denzer Guzman. In the 3 position is Sam Brown. He's at first, and Mershon tries to bunt his way on. Hits it foul up the third base line. It's 0-1. Orlando Martinez will hit cleanup and play left. Miles Emerson in the 5 spot behind the dish. David Calabrese will hit 6 and play right field. Ben Goebel in the 7th spot at third. Matt Kootenai will bat 8th and be the designated hitter. And hitting 9th is Nelson Rada. He's out in center field. So here's Mershon, 280, no homers, and 8 runs driven in. 0-1. Swinging this time, takes a fastball for a strike. 0-2. Nick Merkel making his second appearance of the series as Biloxi is going to go to a bullpen game here today. Like the Trash Pandas, their rotation is very thin right now. As Merkel goes to the belt. 0-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Ball was in the dirt. They'll flip to first to complete the putout on Mershon. He strikes out swinging. Strikeout number 1 for Merkel, and out number 1 in the first inning. There's a look at Merkel's numbers. 6-4, a 3.30 ERA. He started game 2 of Tuesday's doubleheader against the Trash Pandas, a game that the Shuckers won 6-3. He did not figure in the decision because he didn't go deep enough into the game. 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. He walked 1. Struck out 2. It took about 1 time through the order before Rocket City could get a read on him. The fastball is swung through and missed by Guzman, a high fastball. It's 0-1. Denzer 204, 6 homers, 27 driven in. Merkel with a staggered setup from the first base side of the rubber, the 0-1. And the fastball high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, even though this is the last game at Toyota Field, Rocket City still has 6 more games to go in its season. We'll hit the road to Chattanooga to wrap things up beginning on Tuesday. 1-1. A slider swung through and missed. It'll go to 1-2. All those games can be heard right here on Talk Radio WZZN. 6:15 first pitch Tuesday through Saturday, then a 1:15 start on Sunday. We don't know what the rotations look like for that series just yet. Merkel will try to finish off Guzman. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup, it looked like, sailed outside. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. They play Guzman straight away as the Spokane, Washington native comes set. 2-2. Fastball popped up. On the infield, in is the first baseman, Warren. Just to the right of the mound. He makes the call and the catch on the infield grass. 2 quick outs in the first inning for Sam Brown. Fans, today is Sunday, and it was Slim Chickens who fed the Trash Pandas front office as part of its Team Feed program. At Slim Chickens, their mission was and is simple, to make the best hand-breaded chicken tenders using only the freshest ingredients, served in a friendly atmosphere where people can relax and feel at home. 2 outs, here's Brown. Righty on lefty, hitting .217, 4 homers, 51 driven in, and he takes a first pitch fastball for a strike, 0-1. Here's the defense quickly for the Shuckers. Left to right, Kale, Hall, and Sparks. Third to first, Wilkin, Brown, Murray, and Warren. Behind the plate is Miller, and on the hill again is Merkel. Fastball missing inside. Even now at a ball and a strike. Rocket City was 6 walk-offs this season, including the one last night. Here's the next pitch. Slider hit hard right at the third baseman, Wilkin. Good swing by Brown, good wood as well, but he hit it right at Wilkin. A line out to third, and 1-2-3 go the Trash Pandas in the bottom of the first inning. At the end of one, no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the Northrop Grumman second inning. No score. There's a look at Ben Goebel. He was actually just up on the video board moments ago. Earlier in the week, our production staff got with a lot of Trash Pandas players and talked to them about recapping the 2024 season. Goebel's had some nice moments. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back here for next season as well as Clausen goes back to work. First pitch to Martinez. Fastball cut through and missed. It's 0-1. Clausen looked great in the first inning. 1-2-3, he struck out 1, including Wilkin at 99 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1 by Clausen. Hit that foul straight back to the screen. 0-2. I will not miss this guy. I'm sure he's a great guy, but Ernesto Martinez Jr. is 10 of 23 in this series. A homer, 5 RBI, 4 runs scored, 2 doubles. It's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good let up by Clausen. Fooled badly Martinez. Back-to-back strikeouts by George Clausen. Strikeout number 2 by him. And 1 up, 1 gone in the Northrop Grumman second inning for Eric Brown Jr. I meant to get to this in the pregame, but we were short on time. Here's the updated standings as we enter the second to last Sunday of the regular season. First, the pitch to Brown is a fastball rolled softly to short. Charging in Guzman. Up, quick throw to first in time. And there's 2 out as Brown grounds to short. So in the North, again, Tennessee has already clinched 43-19. They are 15 games up on Birmingham. Tennessee has won 8 of their last 10, including 5 in a row. They've taken 5 of the first 6 against a Mississippi team that could not afford to lose ball games. Birmingham 28-34, like I said, 15 back. Rocket City 25-37, 18 out. Chattanooga 22-38, 20 games back. They've lost 7 of 10. As the fastball down and away, 1-0. Meanwhile, in the South, Montgomery 36-25. They've won 7 of 10, 3.5 up on Biloxi. Shuckers 33-29. Now again, Montgomery won the first half division title as well. As the next pitch is a curveball in for a strike, and it will go to 1-1. So with that, whoever finishes second in the second half standings in the South will get that next playoff berth. So right now that's Biloxi. As another breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. Behind Biloxi is Mississippi, 30-32, but boy, they are fading. They have lost 5 in a row. They are 3 games behind the Shuckers. Meanwhile, Pensacola, 3.5 back of Biloxi at 29-32. As the pitch is hit foul to the screen, it'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Let's see, Pensacola is playing Birmingham later, at Birmingham. Meanwhile, Chattanooga is at Montgomery later. The only other game that's going on right now is Mississippi and Tennessee. That could be the final game ever at Trustmark Park unless the Braves sneak into the playoffs. And again, Tennessee going for a 6-game sweep there. Here's the 1-2. Let up, chop foul up the third baseline. That'll hit off the third base camera well and trickle away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And right now, Tennessee leading 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning, and I'm actually watching it online right now. Looks like they have a pretty good crowd out there in Pearl, which is wonderful to see. They are wrapping up 20 years of action in that stadium. 1-2. Fastball missing high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, for Rocket City, because Biloxi is fighting for the playoffs, this is like your championship game as you try to win this series. Next week's series against Chattanooga it's not going to be a whole lot riding on those games. As the pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good let up, fooled again as Sparks. Clausen on fire. He strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces in the second. He's got 3 for the game, and 1, 2, 3 go the Shuckers in the top of the Northrop Grumman second inning. Bottom half on its way. No score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
Watch me now. Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You've got to have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the Northrop Grumman second inning. No score, Rocket City and Biloxi. Duo for the Trash Pandas, the middle part of the order. Martinez, Emerson, and Calabrese against Nick Merkel, who tossed a 1-2-3 first inning and struck out 1. So here is Martinez in a righty-on-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. And Martinez takes a fastball down and in, 1-0. Mr. Everything for the Trash Pandas. This is Orlando's 4th season in Rocket City, and this could very well be his final game at Toyota Field. As the pitch cut on and missed, and it goes to 1-1. One of the things people don't understand during the offseason, if you're a big minor league fan, a great thing to watch is the Rule 5 draft. It happens during the winter meetings in early December. As the next pitch is bounced foul up the first base line. And we'll go to a ball and 2 strikes. And that's where farm systems have a chance to beef up their farm by adding players who already have some minor league experience under their belts and hopefully find some prospects who can turn into major league talent. We have some guys who are going to be Rule 5 eligible here at the end of the season. Here's the set. And the pitch to Orlando, rolled foul again off the Rocket City first base dugout. It will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Orlando will be one of those guys. Let's see, I'm trying to find a list I just saw a list earlier of guys who were Rule 5 eligible. I'll see if I can find that and pass that down the line. Here's the set by Merkel. Next pitch. Fastball missing just outside. And we'll even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, shoot, I'm having a hard time finding it. I can tell you Martinez is one of those guys who's eligible, as is Ivan Armstrong, who was just promoted to AAA Salt Lake a couple of days ago. Next pitch is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. But point is, this could be Orlando's final game here at Toyota Field. Let's see if he can go out with a bang. He'll stand in, open stance. Well off the line at third is Wilkin. Merkel, 3-2. Down and in, ball 4. Missed with a let-up. Good at bat by Martinez as he draws a walk. And he's gotten hot at the right time as we head down the stretch here. He's 7 of 21 in this series, but he draws a leadoff walk. And 1 man on with no one out for Miles Emerson. By the way, as we go through this ball game, Rocket City a little banged up. They have 3 men on their bench. Christian Moore was playing catch earlier today with Andy Schatchley, but I don't think we'll see him today as Emerson takes a pitch inside 1-0. You also have Ronaldo Flores, who made his AA debut yesterday, as well as Tyler Payne. He's on the bench as well, and the count 1-0 on Miles. Emerson, 256 with a homer and 9 RBI. Fastball right through there for a strike. It'll even up at 1-1. Speaking of roster moves, Rocket City, or I should say the Angels, made another one today involving Rocket City. Here's the set. 1-1. Fastball popped up. Foul ground first base. Over is Warren. Does he have room? Now he'll run out about 5 rows up the first base line behind the Rocket City dugout, and it goes to 1-2. But anyway, the news was made official today. Tucker Flint making his way to AAA Salt Lake. Rocket City getting Jose Fermin, who's a right-handed pitcher from Tri-City. Both single-A teams for the Angels. Tri-City and Inland Empire are wrapping up their seasons today. And Fermin is going to get a head start and come to Rocket City. Let up, swing and a miss. Change up down and away. Down swinging is Emerson. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Merkel. And out number 1 in the Northrop Grumman second for David Calabrese. After today's action, probably tomorrow, there'll probably be another flurry of moves involving guys from A-ball who will come in and fill some open positions on the AA roster just to give those guys a taste of AA baseball. They could be guys who we see in a Trash Pandas uniform in 2025. Righty on lefty as Calabrese stands in. First pitch. Good changeup, a strike. 0-1. But again, that'll be made after today's ball game. 0-1 on David, who's at 207, 3 homers, and 9 driven in. Even with the bag, off the line at third is Wilkin. And a throw over to first, and back in with a head-first dive is Martinez. And, of course, those moves will be key as Rocket City enters the final week of the season. They won't have to use their bullpen as heavily as they've had to this week. Lead at first by Orlando. 0-1 by Merkel. Looked like a curveball that missed down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. 1-1. Looked like another changeup, called a strike. And we'll go to 1-2 on the left-handed hitter. Calabrese, 3 of 16 for the series. Merkel looks back in. Off the line at third is Wilkin. 1-2. And a slider missed down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Merkel, fastballs, got a knuckle curve. We really haven't seen that yet, but he does have that changeup. Says he throws a sweeper as well. That sweeper may identify as a slider from up here. 2-2 on the left-handed hitter. Merkel kicks and fires. Fastball roped into right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. At second, making the turn for third is Martinez. He'll pull in there as the throw goes to second. First to third goes Orlando. A single by David Calabrese. And runners are at the corners with one away, and Ben Goebel will come to the plate. Nice swing there by David. He's really looked a lot more confident. Obviously, he was on the sidelines for 5 months due to a pulled hamstring, but there were times last year and even early this season where he looked out of sorts, but you can see he's starting to come into his own, and that's his fourth hit of the series. So runners at the corners, one away. Here's Ben Goebel. Ben, like I said, has had his moments. 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Just like to see that average get up there. He's at 208 entering play today. Righty on righty. First pitch. High with a fastball, 1-0. Now, in fairness to Ben, he was playing every day at Tri-City. When he got bumped here to Rocket City, he played about half the games, give or take. We've seen a lot more of him as injuries have done their number on the Rocket City roster. He'll wait. 1-0. High and in. Look like another changeup, and it will go to 2 balls and no strikes. So Goebel should see a pitch to hit. A lot of room on the right side. Warren holding the runner aboard over there. Even with the bag at third is Wilkin. Here's the 2-0. Runner moves from first. Pitch is a strike, and into second without a throw is David Calabrese. He'll steal that with a feet-first slide. So stolen base number 4 for him in 6 opportunities. The pitch was a strike, and it's 2-1. He got a huge jump right there and was easily able to take it. So that takes away the double play, and the infield will come up for Biloxi. Another offering, another changeup, down and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Matt Kootenai waits on deck. Wind has died down on this gorgeous afternoon. And temperatures in the mid-70s as Merkel, first base side of the rubber, 3-1. Let up, flared into right field. That one is going to dunk down for a hit. That's going to score 2 runs. At first is Goebel. He'll stop there. A bloop hit off the end of his bat. 2 runs come across for Rocket City, and it's 2-0. Well, it'll look like a line drive in the box score, but it was anything but. Just a little flare off the end of his bat, and with the infield playing up, Warren had no chance to get to this baseball. It dunked in behind him into shallow right field. 2 runs come in, and it's 2-0. That ball landed about 15 feet into right field. So 2-0 your score, RBI 29 and 30 for Goebel. And the first pitch of Kootenai hit foul to the screen. It's 0-1. While we have a moment, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
Runner moves from first. The pitch swung and missed. Throw to second is going to be not in time, as beating it with a feet-first slide again is Goebel. Bang, bang play as Brown tried to apply the tag. And for Ben, that'll be his 9th stolen base in as many opportunities. Pretty good jump here. Heck of a throw by Miller, though. Right on the bag, and boy, oh boy, he almost came off the bag, did Goebel. Second steal of the inning for Rocket City, and now a runner at second to count 0-2 with 1 away on Kootenai. Here's the set and the pitch. Fastball cut through and missed. High heat down on strikes goes Kootenai. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Merkel. Out number 2 in the Northrop Grumman second inning. Here's Nelson Rada. By the way, as we interplay today, Rocket City is 58 and 72. Here's why a win would be terrific. First, here's the set and the pitch. The fastball misses high. It'll go to 1 ball and no strikes. Last year's record for Rocket City was 58 and 80. So you win today, you surpass last year's wins total, and that would be about right. This team is better than last year's. As the changeup in for a strike, 1-1. I know it's been a struggle here in the second half, but this team has been pretty solid, especially on the pitching end. The hitting has struggled at times. We all know that, but pound for pound, I think these guys would take the 2023 team as the count is 1-1 on Rada. Next pitch. Slider down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. And one of the big differences we've seen from this year compared to last year, up until the last, 4 weeks or so, there really weren't that many roster changes. We had a pretty consistent roster throughout the year, which is always wonderful to see. Last year, that just wasn't the case, and it's because the Angels had a lot of needs that impacted the rest of the farm system. 2-1 is chopped foul up the first base line, past the first base dugout, and it goes to 2-2. The reason why it's so big is for guys like this young man, Nelson Rada, who's having a heck of a series. 8 of 19, his average now up to 229. For him to be able to stay in one spot, focus on one team and one set of pitchers, opposing pitchers throughout the entire season, I know that's good for him. Count 2-2 as Merkel looks to end the inning. Runner goes for third. Pitch is low, and stealing third, standing up, will be Ben Goebel. They paid him no mind. He saw an open bag, and he went ahead and took it. So he's now 10 of 10 in steals. A right-hander is throwing in the Biloxi bullpen. And an insurance run at third with the count 2-2 on Rada. Off the line at third, Wilkin the pitch. Let up swing and a miss, strike 3. Rada will go down swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Merkel, give him 4 in the game. Rocket City, though, will pick up 2 runs. Both are earned. They do it on 2 hits. No errors in the inning. 1 man left at third. At the end of the Northrop Grumman second, 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you've been injured in an accident, visit MarcyAttorney.com right now to get the help you need. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims, and I'm ready to help you too. My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 85 years. We have received over 400 5-star Google reviews. Get in touch with me right now by visiting MarcyAttorney.com. Again, that's MarcyAttorney.com. Go Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the Martinson and Beeson third inning. It's 2-0 Rocket City with the early lead on Biloxi. Due up for the Shuckers. It's going to be the bottom third of the order. Murray, Warren, and Kale against George Clausen, who has looked great through the first 2 frames, striking out 3 of the 6 men he's faced. And the first pitch is a fastball rolled up the middle and trickling into center field for Ethan Murray. Not a bad pitch by Clausen. Just getting enough of it, though, was Murray. And if Guzman's another step or 2 to his left, that's a routine ground out. As it is, hit number 1 for the Shuckers. 1 on with no one out. And Xavier Warren headed to the plate, and you can see on the replay how deep in the hole at short Guzman was. So 1 on, no one out. Here's Xavier Warren, righty on lefty, as Clausen will go from the stretch. First pitch. Fastball down and in. It's 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. Warren 3 of 15 for the series. All 3 of those hits came in one game, though. That was game 2 of the Twin Bill on Tuesday. Had 2 singles and a homer. 1-0. Took something off. There's a strike. And it evens at 1-1 on the left-handed hitter. Warren's been them around the block a little bit. He's always beating up on Rocket City. I don't know what we did to the guy. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. Next pitch. There's a fastball. There's a strike. And we'll go to 1-2. Let's see. Warren, only .226 against Rocket City this season, but 2 of his 10 homers have come against the Trash Pandas. Here's the set. Clausen, 1-2 on the way. Let up, swing and a miss, strike 3. Beautiful changeup, fooled was Warren. Strikeout number 4 already for Clausen. And one away in the Martinson and Beeson third inning for Nick Cale. So one away, here's Cale at 157, a homer, and 9 driven in. By the way, they're now in the bottom of the fourth from Pearl, Tennessee leading Mississippi 2-0. Short lead at first by Murray. Here's the pitch. Fastball popped up. Easy play, drifting to his left, the second baseman, Mershon. He goes a step into the shallow right field grass before making the catch, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Fans, join us as we honor our military at Toyota Field. The annual USA Patriots amputee softball game returns on Saturday, September 14th. The event is capped off by a post-game fireworks spectacular. Visit trashpandasbaseball.com/events. 2 outs, runner at first, back to the top of the order, and Adam Hall. He flew out to center. His first time up, wind blowing out toward right. First pitch. And slider, it looked like, called a strike, 0-1. Just to keep in mind, I know Biloxi is up 3 games on Mississippi for that final spot, but those two teams will face each other in Biloxi for the final 6 games of the season beginning on Tuesday. So still a chance for the Braves to fire back as they'll go head-to-head with Biloxi. Fastball is a strike to Hall, and it will go to 0-2, but they have gotten cold at the wrong time against the wrong team. Tennessee is rolling, and I got to think they're the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing. Here's the 0-2. Down and away. Looked like a change-up again. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. Hall flew out to center to lead off the ball game. Murray, short lead at first. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Took something off on the fastball and caught looking as Hall. That'll be strikeout number 5 for Clausen. He strikes out 2 of the 4 men he faces in the inning. And down go the Shuckers in the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the Martinson and Beeson third on its way. 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Watch me now. Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the Martinson and Beeson third inning. 2-0 Rocket City with the lead on Biloxi. And due up for the Trash Pandas, top of the order, it'll be Mershon, Guzman, and Brown against Nick Merkel, who surrendered 2 runs in the second inning on 2 hits. Here's the first pitch to Mershon, and he takes a fastball high. It's 1-0. Those 2 runs on a bloop single to right by Ben Goebel. From the belt, the 1-0. Fastball missing high. 2 balls and no strikes. Mershon struck out swinging his first time up. Even with the bag off the line at third is Wilkin. Merkel from the stretch, next pitch. Change up, there's a strike. Go to 2-1. There was someone throwing in the Biloxi pen when Merkel struggled last inning. That guy has now sat down. As Mershon will step out of the box. David out of Mississippi State. I know they played a few games down at Biloxi's stadium during his career as the pitch is skied into left field, charging hard, and in as Kale slows up, makes the catch. And that'll be the first out of the third inning for Denzer Guzman, who popped to first his first time. Fans, a first-of-its-kind event is headed to Toyota Field in 2025. The Rocket City Softball Showcase features 12 teams representing 9 Division I conferences from February 19th to the 23rd at Toyota Field. Teams include Alabama, Auburn, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State, Alabama A&M, and North Alabama. Visit RocketCitySoftball.com for details. First pitch is hit foul back our way and off the roof of Toyota Field, back into the crowd below. It's 0-1 on Denzer, who popped to first his first time up. That'll be one of several events we have at Toyota Field during the offseason. The 0-1 swung and lifted into deep left center, but it will hang up for Hall. Going back onto the track now, makes the catch for out number 2. That ball continued to carry off the bat. I thought it was going to be a routine fly ball. It almost carried its way on out of here. But Hall able to get back there and make the catch for the second out of the Northrop Grumman third inning, or the Martinson and Beeson third inning. Speaking of which, when accidents happen, turn to North Alabama's trusted legal resource for over 85 years. The attorneys at Martinson and Beeson have the resources and experience to handle all types of personal injury cases. Martinson and Beeson, North Alabama's 5-star law firm. As the first pitch is low to Brown, it's 1-0. Sam lined to third his first time up. Sorry, Martinson and Beeson, I got my sponsors mixed up. Sam, 217, 4 homers, and 51 RBI. Change up, a strike. Even now at 1-1. 0-1-0 for Biloxi, 2-2-0 for Rocket City. Well off the line at third is Wilkin. Merkel, 1-1 pitch. Fastball rolled right side, diving stop off the glove of Murray. Picks it up, doesn't have a play. And my guess is that'll be a hit. Murray did a nice job ranging to his left to get to the ball. It went in and out of the mid, but it fell out as he was stumbling to the turf. On this warm burner. And a runner at first with 2 away for Orlando Martinez. We'll just wait to see how they score it. Orlando Walk came around to score his first time up. And the first pitch, fastball, there's a strike. 0-1, and indeed they do score that a hit. So hit number 3 of the game for Rocket City as Martinez digs in. He walked in the second inning, came around to score. He ignited that 2-run rally for Rocket City. 0-1. Fastball lobbed into shallow right center. Sinking. That one's going to fall for a hit. Runner at second. He's going to try for third. The throw will be offline. And runner going for second, Martinez. He's going to be... Oh, safe! They call him safe. Oh, a break. And Orlando may be hurt. The shortstop, Brown, in disbelief. Making the call was Chandler Durham. Fidel Pena is going to go out there, have a word with Durham. Meanwhile, Andy Shatsley jogging over to the second base bag to have a look at Orlando, as is Dan Billardello. So the throw comes into third, and then Wilkin fires back to second. They're going to say he got around the tag, and kind of hard to tell from right there. Orlando is back on his feet, and let's make sure he's able to continue. He almost ran himself into a third out, but he slid to the backside of second base, and according to Chandler Durham, he was able to get that left hand in there. Pena still talking things over with Durham. And it looks like Orlando will be able to stay in the game, and now you got Sam Brown on a knee. Brown went in head first to third base. Maybe he's just taking a breather. I hope that's the case, as he's now back on his feet. Here's a look at it again. By the way, this will be a single for Orlando, and then he goes to second on the throw to third. Well, hard to tell. You got Warren blocking your view. Still a heck of a move. Pena goes back to the dugout. Back-to-back singles, and now Rocket City threatens here. 2 men on with 2 men out. And now we got Durham talking to home plate umpire Warren Eubanks. Actually, I beg your pardon, that's crew chief Joe McCarthy talking to the home plate umpire Warren Eubanks, and now they'll talk to Chandler as well. So I'm wondering what this part is about. I think that had something to do with the pitch clock. Either way, runners are at second and third with 2 away, and now a chance for Rocket City to break this one open. Here's Miles Emerson, who struck out swinging his first time. So righty on righty. Merkel, first pitch to Emerson. Fastball popped up. Foul. That'll land on the roof of Toyota Field. In fact, it would have landed right on my head if not for that roof. It goes to 0-1. Emerson struck out swinging his first time. Off the line at first is Warren. 2-0 Trash Pandas as we play the bottom of the Martinson and Beeson third inning. 0-1. And a let-up misses down and away. Even now at a ball and a strike on Miles Emerson, who is now 0 of 7 in this series but has drawn 5 walks. Leading at third, Brown. Away at second, Martinez. Here's the 1-1. Down and away. Look like another changeup, and it will go to 2 balls and a strike. If he gets on, you got David Calabrese waiting on deck. And David's already singled. He's had a nice series for himself. They play him pretty much straight away on the infield. 2-1. Down and away. Another changeup. 3 balls and 1 strike to the right-handed hitter. And looks like activity may get started again in the Biloxi bullpen as Merkel scuffles through the third inning. The runners lead. Both men run rather well. 3-1 pitch. Looked like a curveball. That caught the inside corner. And it will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Merkel to the belt. 3-2. Let up, taps softly to first. Warren up, feeds Merkel, covering in time on the 3-1 putout, and Rocket City will be put away in the third inning. No runs despite 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left in the Martinson and Beeson third inning. We'll head to the fourth. It's 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services we performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you've been injured in an accident, visit marshtheattorney.com right now to get the help you need. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims, and I'm ready to help you too. My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 85 years, and we have received over 400 5-star Google reviews. Get in touch with me right now by visiting marshtheattorney.com. Again, that's marshtheattorney.com. Go Trash Pandas.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all, and if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the Beds Express fourth inning. 2-0 Rocket City leading Biloxi. And 2 up for the Shuckers. It's going to be their 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Miller, Wilkin, and Martinez, against George Clausen, who has retired 9 of the 10 men he's faced. Gave up a leadoff single to Ethan Murray in the third inning, but then struck out 2 of the next 3 men he faced. He has struck out 5 for the ball game. So Miller leads things off, first pitch. And it looked like a slider that missed low. 1 ball and no strikes to Darian Miller, who grounded to second his first time up. Quietly, he's had a nice series. 5 of 18. Here's the 1-0. And the fastball misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Tucker Flint was shown up on the video board giving his little postseason interview. He's now in Salt Lake. He was called up the very day after we did that interview. Here's the 2-0. And the pitch down and away, a fastball. 3 balls and no strikes on Darian Miller. A lot of changes for Rocket City over the last few days with their roster. Most of it, though, has been good news. Guys getting a chance to go to the show or showcase their skills at a higher level. Here's the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike right through there, 3-1. In fact, Bryce Theodosio made his big league debut yesterday, went 0 for 3, but hopefully he'll get a few more chances as the Angels wind their season to a close. Here's the 3-1. Fastball called strike 2. Back-to-back fastballs by Clausen. He's ahead, he gets it to 3-2. Let's see if he can finish off Miller. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. Clausen, payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So missing with a fastball is Clausen. That'll be his first walk of the game. And 1 on with no one out for Brock Wilkins. Suddenly the tying run comes to a play. Tennessee continues to extend its lead on Mississippi. It's 4-0 in the top of the 5th inning. By the way, got to give the Smokies an attaboy. They are on a traditional 2-week road trip, meaning they go to one place, they stay there, then they go to the next place and stay there. Pitch is down and away, 1-0. You don't see too many of those very often. Rocket City just completed a 2-week road trip last month, and we got to go home in between stops. We went to Chattanooga, came back home for a couple of days, and then went to Montgomery and played 6 there. Here's the 1-0. Swung and rolled foul past third off the third base camera. Well, 1 ball and 1 strike. But be that as it may, if Tennessee wins that ball game, they will finish their 12-game road trip at 10-2. They have played great baseball since the All-Star break. 1-1 on the right-handed hitter. Next pitch by Clausen. High and tight. Looked like a changeup, and it will go to 2-1. A lot of room on the right side as Brown holds the runner aboard. Shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Mershon. 2-1. Fastball, high and in. 3 balls and a strike. And we've seen this with Clausen before, right? He'll be moving right along, but then he loses command, which is very typical of young pitchers. Let's see if he can get back on track here, but you got to be careful with Wilkin at the plate. 3-1. Inside, ball 4, missed with another fastball. So back-to-back walks. Miller will go to second. Wilkin now reaches. And now 2 on with no one out, and he got a very dangerous hitter in Ernesto Martinez coming to the plate. Yeah, that one was nowhere near. They always tell you when it comes to pitching, the biggest thing is repetition again and again and again, to the point where when you wind back to throw a ball, doesn't matter what pitch it is, it almost becomes secondary. You know where your release point is, or where your arm angle, or where your elbow are. And that's just something that every young pitcher has to work through. And that's what Clausen, who is only a little more than a year out of the University of Minnesota, is wading through right now. Here's Martinez. He struck out swinging his first time. The pitch. Swinging and a miss. Good offer that time by George. Slider down and in. It's 0-1. Martinez struck out his first time up, 10 of 24 for the series. The look back of second. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Change up that time, I believe, down and in. Martinez fooled. It will go to 0-2. Do you try that a third time? Away at second is Miller. Leading from first is Wilkin. Here's the set. And the 0-2. Breaking ball down and away. That looked like another changeup, and it will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Martinez runs well. He's 18 of 23 in the stolen base department, but if you can get him to hit it hard enough at someone, you might get 2. Clausen, 1-2 pitch. Fastball way outside. Overthrew that one at 98. And now it's even at 2-2, and if you're Clausen, this is where you want to do business. Open stance for Martinez. 2-2. On the way. Breaking ball hit foul off to the left. I think he went back curveball that time, and Martinez, a bit of a defensive swing. He was fooled on the pitch, but he got a piece of it to stay alive. So it will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clausen, 3 almost flawless innings to start this ball game. Now he's scuffling a bit here in the 4th. 2-2 on the way. Missed high and away. And it will run full to 3-2. That one was close. Here's the last pitch. That's high. And able to hold up his swing is Martinez. So 3-2 as the runners lead away. Next offering. Outside, ball 4. And Clausen getting frustrated with himself. Miller will go to third. Wilkin to second. 3 straight walks. Let's see if that elicits any activity in the Rocket City bullpen. Again, they're thin down there, but this is the last day of the series. Rubber game of a 7-game series where they're trying to play spoiler. Let's see if they get any movement down there as guys are starting to millie about. Here's Eric Brown. He bounced to short his first time. They're going to play back up the middle, hoping for 2. Righty on righty. That looks like Hayden Sigg about to throw. First pitch, swing and a miss. Thrown bad. Look out, folks. Now that went into our third base camera well, fortunately to the left of our cameraman. And it's 0-1. A little bit of action down there. While we have a moment, fans, do you feel tired and drained in the morning? A better day starts with better sleep. Visit your locally owned and operated Beds Express today and let their sleep experts find the perfect sleep set for you. Beds Express, where dreams begin. Brown's actually going to go ahead and get himself a new bat. So the count at 0-1, and there's Sigg, who's starting to warm up. Again, George cruised through the first 3 innings, and if nothing else, with this little timeout right here, let's see if he can collect himself. Brown is 1 of 19 for the series. He has struck out 7 times, walked 3 more times, stolen a base, and scored a run. Wind blowing out toward right. About 30 feet off the line at first is Brown. He plays in front of the base runner, Martinez. Here's the 0-1. Swung and blooped into shallow center. Late break, Rada still coming. Makes a beautiful sliding catch. Runner wasn't tagging. They'll all have to hold up. Great play by Nelson Rada. A bloop into center field, and going about halfway was Miller. He didn't want to be caught at third base in case the ball fell in. He wanted to be able to score if it dropped, and Rado made a sensational sliding catch coming toward the infield to keep it a 2-0 ball game. Now a double play gets you out of the frame. Here's Lamar Sparks. He struck out swinging his first time. Again, infield will stay back, and off the line at first is Brown. First pitch. Fastball cut through and missed, 0-1. And sometimes just something like that helps a pitcher get back on track. It's almost like they just hit a little wall, but when something falls their way, you see the mental adjustment. He's ahead 0-1 on Sparks. Next pitch. Now one lifted into deep right, going back toward the corner at the track, at the base of the wall, making the catch, Calabrese. That's out number 2. Runner at third will tag and score. Tagging up at second is Wilkin. He'll move to third. Just missing a grand slam was Lamar Sparks as Calabrese caught that one at the base of the wall for the second out of the Beds Express 4th inning. And for Lamar, that'll be his 39th RBI of the season. Remaining at first is Martinez. So runners at the corners with 2 away. It's now a 2-1 ball game, and here's Ethan Murray. He singled his first time. Right against right as Clausen's first pitch. His fastball high and away. It's 1-0. To the belt. Next pitch. That one lobbed into left center. Long run, Rada can't get there. Going to fall for a hit, and we are tied up at 2. He caught up to the first one. That one he just couldn't quite get to. He was actually shaded more toward right center field. This one lobbed into left center, and Nelson just couldn't chase it down. So Murray will pick up his 19th RBI of the year, and we are knotted up at 2 apiece. And now here's Xavier Warren, and let's see if Clausen can keep things that way. Warren struck out swinging his first time up. By the way, it's Wilkin who scores from third as 2 of the 3 walks come home to roost. First pitch. Fastball cut through and missed. 0-1 on the left-handed hitter. Open stance for Warren. Clausen kicks and delivers. Fastball foul to the screen, 0-2. So Clausen ahead in the count as he'll try to finish off Warren, who struck out swinging his first time up. 1 of 5 Ks so far for Clausen, who, along with Samuel Aldegari, came to the Angels right at the trade deadline for Carlos Estevez. Check of second. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Looked like a changeup. Caught looking was Warren. Strikeout number 6 for Clausen. The inning is over. 2-run score, though, both earned on only 1 hit. No errors in the inning. 2 left on base. Bottom of the Beds Express 4th on its way, tied up at 2. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care, mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field. Creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County, TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you've been injured in an accident, visit MarshTheAttorney.com right now to get the help you need. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims, and I'm ready to help you too. My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 85 years, and we have received over 400 5-star Google reviews. Get in touch with me right now by visiting MarshTheAttorney.com. Again, that's MarshTheAttorney.com. Go Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the Beds Express 4th inning, tied at 2, Rocket City and Biloxi. Here to give you the next 2.5 is Logan Barandis.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you for allowing me to do this throughout the 2024 season.
Trust me, I had my questions about it.
I'm glad they were hopefully answered as David Calabrese takes the curve on the outside for the first pitch ball.
No, in all honesty, it's been great working with you. I'm happy to get to know you. And you've done a good job, man.
I appreciate it.
There have been times where I've been like, what in the world is this guy doing? But you're kind of like one of the players. You're learning. You're growing. You're turning into something. I don't know what that something is, but you're turning into something.
I don't know what that something is either, but I'm happy to have had this experience here as Calabrese launches that one deep towards left field, and Rocket City retakes the lead. David Calabrese smokes one deep towards left field, and after the game was tied in the top half, Rocket City retakes the lead. Second hit of the day for David Calabrese. He's got his 4th home run of the season for the Trash Pandas. They're back up 3-2.
He went oppo, I think it was Friday, just missed a grand slam. That time he was able to get a little more of a line onto it, and it gave him just that much of a carry to get it over the left field wall.
The Trash Pandas wasting no time in this bottom of the 4th inning. It's Ben Goebel back in. He lines the first pitch foul. But before I won't say rudely interrupted by David Calabrese.
Well, you just said rudely interrupted, so it's rudely interrupted. Good job. Way to make David's moment turn sour.
But there were definitely some nerves the first couple games. You know this when I came on the booth as Goebel takes a strike. And it didn't take too long to settle in, and I'm glad it did settle in eventually and led to a fun season. Goebel's down in the count 0-2. Infield playing back for the Shuckers as he takes low in the dirt.
What I remember about our first couple of games is whenever you would talk, you would turn like you are right now, and you would look right at me instead of looking at the field. Here we are 6 months later going through the same thing. Look at the field.
Well, I was just looking at you to start. Then I was going to turn back to the field as Goebel takes and the count's even at 2. I think he was just trying to be less awkward.
That's awkward. When you're doing a game and someone is looking right at you, that is awkward.
Righty warming up for the Shuckers. But I think he's just trying to focus on what's going on in the field rather than death staring at you while you're talking. As Goebel evens up the count, he was down 0-2 to start. Goebel had the big 2 RBI hit back in the second. He stole 2 bases while he was on the base paths. It's his third multi-hit game of the year. It's the full count pitch for Merkel, just fouled by Ben. Got a piece of it. So Rocket City firing back quickly in this bottom half. The Shuckers had the bases loaded with nobody out. George Clausen limited the damage to 2 runs. As there's an arm standing around on the Rocket City bullpen. We'll see if Clausen's back out. This full count pitch is fouled away. We've talked about this several times. This is, I think, the first time Clausen's experiencing this, where it's the second time he started in a week, and the Angels typically want to limit the workload for that second start. Goebel still battling as the full count pitch, taking low for ball 4. And Ben's on for the second time today.
Well, part of it is that you're absolutely right, and part of it is also the fact that he walked 3 straight men, therefore the pitch count goes up, and it really limits his innings. Too bad. I mean, he really looked very good for those first 3 innings. You were hoping he could escape the 4th, just couldn't quite do it.
Right now, Clausen has gone 4 innings, allowed just 2 hits, 2 runs. He matched his AA high with 6 strikeouts, which he set back on Tuesday. As Matt Kootenai lays down the bunt, it's a good one, but hooking foul towards the left side. So Goebel will have to retreat back over to first, and the home run for Calabrese, by the way, that was their first since Goebel went deep back on the 3rd.
Well, we talked about it before. Rocket City, they're not a team they have a little bit of pop, but not a ton of it, especially now with Flint gone. So why are runs so hard to come by? Because now you got to piecemeal everything together. Single, single, single. That's hard to do instead of having a guy wait back and launch you a 3-run homer.
Speaking of Tucker, the Rocket City season leader in home runs, homer in his second at-bat in his first AAA game today. So making a good impact at that level. It's the 0-1. Kootenai not electing the bunt. He fouls one away. And that AAA lineup, by the way, more than half of it is still with 2024 Trash Pandas. Kyron Parrish, Gustavo Campero, Eric Wagaman, Chad Stevens, and Flint.
And what's great for them is they're in a playoff fight. That'll be good experience for all those guys.
It'll be fun to watch them as they finish up their year. Kootenai down to the count 0-2 as the throw goes back towards Goebel. Mentioned Ben, already 2 stolen bases today, 3 already for Rocket City. Sandy Shatsley letting this team run a little looser during these last couple games. Stolen base count's gone up as the season's gone on, particularly for the man on deck in Nelson Rada. I'll talk more on that in a second. Not a big lead for Ben as they check over again. Goebel slides back in safely. So Kootenai stands back in. Count goes to 0-2.
See, they just put the cameras on us. They haven't done it all inning long, and now they finally do it.
Maybe it's just a last look.
But it's just so awkward. It's awkward. There's players on the field. Here we go. Now I feel better.
Kootenai still down. Merkel fires in high.
See, I'm a radio guy at heart, so when people put a camera on me, it's very, very intrusive.
I think it took them all year to kind of realize that maybe we're just not for TV. Maybe.
Then why is the camera on us?
I don't know. It's still on there.
I know.
Maybe it's just this is the last time they want a good look. As Kootenai swings and misses, Goebel stealing second, not in time. So it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play forced by Nick Merkel. First time a Rocket City base stealer's been caught today.
So I got to ask you, your favorite moment of the season?
I'd say when it wasn't in the booth. I'd say when Christian Moore hit that walk-off home run, getting to experience that, getting that interview afterwards, that was a pretty fun moment. In the booth, I'd have to think a little bit. As Nelson Rada steps in, the third baseman plays in as Rada takes the strike. He's up to stolen base total to 35 on the year.
So for me, it's easy when it comes to you. The pop-up home run. Pop-up, gone.
And that was a busy day because Rocket City had like 5 home runs that day as Nelson swings and misses.
And then, of course, out of the booth, cartilage as opposed to cartridge.
I think the positive for me is there's been less for you to kind of ride me on.
No. Every week you give me new material.
It's been
great.
A lot less than the start of the year, I thought. As Rada down 0-2, he takes low. Nelson's already stolen 3 bases this year. That's what I mean by Rocket City's been letting him run a little bit. Had 2 stolen bases a week ago. So the bases wiped clean for Nelson. He takes low. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Hayden Siggs warming up in the bullpen, by the way, for Rocket City. So we'll see if this is the end of the line for George Clausen when he would come back out in the top part of the inning. Counts back even at 2. Rada's worked the count back up. He was down 0-2 and now swings and misses. It's back-to-back strikeouts from Nick Merkel. And that'll end the 4th inning, but not before David Calabrese with a solo shot to lead off the inning as Rocket City leads 3-2. You're listening to Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
Attention! School is back in session, and Beds Express is your mattress destination. Get a twin, full, or queen Beauty Rest luxury mattress for only $3.99, any size. Score big savings on our King for Queen deals with Sealy Posturepedic Hybrid, only $12.99, or Beauty Rest Hybrid, also just $12.99. Shop our all-new Temper-Adapt mattress collection and get a $300 instant gift. Fast delivery to all college campuses statewide. Smart savings is going on now at Beds Express Back to School Sale.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get 1 gig internet with upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for just $60 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation. But did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Hayden Siggs on as we start this top of the 5th inning for Rocket City. That's the end of the line for George Clausen as his final line. We'll get that in a second. 4 innings, 2 hits on 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, matches a Double-A high. With 3 walks, his damage really came back in the 4th inning where the 2 runs came across. So Siggs will start out against Nick Cale, who fouls away the first pitch. So that'll be the last time we see the Angels' number 3 prospect, George Clausen, at Toyota Field this year. And Siggs looking to turn things around. His last appearance came during the 2nd game of the doubleheader against the Shuckers 5 days ago. Went 3 innings, allowed as many runs.
And what I remember about that game, he actually pitched very well, except he made a couple of mistakes.
It's Cale, big whiff, and he's down to the count 0-2 against Hayden.
He's a notoriously fast worker, and it's almost like he got a little ahead of himself. Again, Xavier Warren giving up a home run, but I'll explain here in just a moment.
0-2 coming to Cale, trying to hold his swing, and he did just in time.
Now, he gave up a run in the 4th. In the 5th, though, retires the first 2 men with ease, home run to Wilkin. Sixth inning, retires the first two men easily. Home run by Warren. It's like he would just get tripped up after that second out.
Sig still ahead. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike three. So Sig gets the first out with ease, and he gets his first strikeout of the day. You can be tonight's fan of the game on the Trash Pandas broadcast network. Visit TrashPandasBaseball.com/prizepack or scan the QR code on the screen and enter to win a prize pack from the Trash Pandas broadcast network. Again, that's TrashPandasBaseball.com/prizepack. The winner will be announced in the 8th inning of tonight's game. The lineup turns around. Adam Hall, the leadoff man, swung and missed for the third time, or he's up for the third time today. 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout so far as Sig missed in the dirt.
When he's got that sweeper working, he's pretty darn tough to hit. Now, the issue is, when you throw that sweeper, if you hang it up there, that's when it gets pounded.
Sig has worked 3 innings in his last 2 appearances, has allowed 3 runs those times, as that one's grounded towards short, fielded by Guzman, and the throw is there. Guzman scooped it up, had time to make the throw, and there's 2 away quickly. So that's 2 down for Darian Miller. Sig has only thrown 6 pitches so far.
And because he's such an efficient worker, if he can continue to do what he typically does, he may be able to give you 3 to 4 innings today. We'll see.
This is that scenario you mentioned with 2 away as he starts Miller out with a first pitch strike, who's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Came around to score in that 4th inning. It's Miller playing behind the plate today. He grounds one just foul towards first. And Sig's been throwing almost all strikes so far. He's ahead 0-2. Still action in the Shuckers bullpen. That's a righty throwing. Believe that's Caleb Bowman. Think that would be 15 in blue. As Sig sets for his 0-2 that finds the dirt. Emerson can't scoop it. And I know we kind of talked about it in between breaks. Thought of my favorite in-booth moment, and it was Miles Emerson's first home run of the season. And it was just a kind of an unexpected moment, brought out a raw reaction for me, and was pretty fun to kind of see from this angle. As the 1-2 swung on and missed, Emerson picks up. He throws on to first in time as Brown steps on the bag. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Sig. He strikes out 2 in that pair as Rocket City leads 3-2. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas broadcast network in Valley Live.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Watch me now. Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Final astronaut race of the 2024 season wraps up as we head into the bottom part of the 5th inning. Rocket City holds the 3-2 lead. It was a solo shot from David Calabrese in the last inning. That led off the frame as in comes David Mershon, who's 0 for 2 so far today. He flew out to left field his last time up as the new man in is Caleb Bowman, coming onto the mound for Nick Merkel, who made his second start. Mershon swings and misses for the first pitch strike. You saw the numbers for Bowman on the season. As the final line for Merkel, 4 innings, 3 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits, with 6 strikeouts and 2 walks, as Mershon has to move out of the way, and he is even on the count, 1-1. Third time around for the top of the order today. Mershon been the typical leadoff guy for the Trash Pandas. As he tries to hold his swing, he did go around. Warren Eubanks calls balls and strikes today. It's his 3rd time doing so this week with the 7-game series. Crew chief Joe McCarthy over at first. Chandler Durham was behind the plate yesterday. He is over at third. Mershon down in the count, 1-2. Infield shifted outright as he swings and misses for strike 3, and Bowman picks up the K. 3 straight Trash Pandas have gone down on strikes. Again, you could be tonight's fan of the game on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Visit TrashPandasBaseball.com/prizepack or scan the QR code on the screen. Enter to win a prize pack from the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Again, that's TrashPandasBaseball.com/prizepack. The winner will be announced in the 8th inning of tonight's game. As Denzer Guzman takes a strike, he is 0 for 2 so far today. Coming off a 3-hit night. Last night, he was 3 for 5. Didn't have a run. He did cross home plate for the first run in the 8th inning as Guzman quickly down 0-2 in the count. Denzer 5 for 22 this series as Bowman working quickly. He steps off. As we saw Bowman earlier in this series, this is his 37th game for Biloxi, a 2.97 ERA with 62 strikeouts. As the 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Bowman has another back-to-back strikeouts to open his relief outing. So it brings in Sam Brown, who is 1 for 2 so far with a couple of hard hits. His one out coming via a line out. Had a base hit back in the 3rd. It's a busy day around the Southern League. Some teams finishing up their home slates, including us here in Rocket City. As Brown pops one high towards left field, hooking in foul territory. Everyone chasing it, and no one can get close. As the third baseman, Wilkin, might have been the closest. And we talked about it earlier. Tucker Flint homered in his 2nd AAA at-bat. There are the numbers all-time in Rocket City where he sits. A lot of those stats, he's behind teammate in Orlando Martinez, but he's right up there in a lot of categories here in Rocket City history. Leads in walks all-time. He's played pretty much the entire season for Rocket City from 23 to 24, and there's kind of the impact he's had on this Rocket City team. As the 0-1 of Brown pops foul, this time no chance of staying in play. Busy day for our friends in AAA as well. Of course, we talked about Tucker Flint, but Michael Darrell Hicks, the closer for Rocket City to open the year, he's been seeing kind of a long relief role since coming to Salt Lake as Brown swings and misses for strike 3. We'll have more on Michael Darrell Hicks after this, as Caleb Bowman is struck out the side in the 5th. Rocket City still leads 3-2 after 5. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Alumni Hall is the ultimate shopping destination for Auburn and Alabama fans. Get your baseball gear, graduation gifts, or cheer on your team with the newest apparel, hats, and accessories for the entire family. Shop the newest collection of top brands like Nike, Adidas, Champion, Columbia, Yeti, New Era, plus 2 for $38 shirts. Sign up for the Alumni Hall Pass rewards and earn $10 for every 150 points accumulated. Come see us at Alumni Hall near Belk in the Bridge Street Town Center. Alumni Hall, where the best fans shop.
Do you want your next party to be something you'll remember? Then head on down to Flosa Premier to book your next big bash. Birthday? Corporate meeting? Maybe just a family reunion so you can get your cousin Kyle back into the basketball court so you can beat him at basketball. I have no idea. Flow is fun for all ages looking for high-flying excitement, arcade fun, and tasty snacks to satisfy your hunger. Whether you have 10 friends or 25, Flow is jam-packed with something fun for everyone. Get jumping with Flow off South Parkway in Drake or head over to FlowHuntsville.com to book your next party now.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Rocket City leads as we're more than halfway through this ball game, 3-2 after the first 5 innings. Hayden Sigg back out for inning number 6. He struck out 2 in a 1-2-3 fifth. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Biloxi order. Brock Wilkins set to lead things away, as Rocket City's kind of slowed down his impact after a hot start to the series. There's a small delay on the field over and left, as believe Chandler Durham's running to get something that fell on the field over in left field. There's a couple fans over up top, I think, waiting for Durham to field whatever it is. So it's going to be a long run for Chandler on his way back. Still rehabbing from an injury earlier this year. Missed one of the Trash Pandas' prior visits, but this crew's been here a good amount, so it's been good to see him back and healthy and look good on that run back. As Sigg's ready for his first pitch to Wilkin, and he misses on the inside for a breaking ball thrown for a ball, and the count is even at 1-0. Before we continue on, we'll allow our station to identify itself.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
Everyone hard at work in this homestand and home slate finale for the Trash Pandas as Wilkin fouls away the 1-1. Mentioned earlier there was a lot of storylines around Salt Lake today, our AAA affiliate. Michael Darrell Hicks kind of turning into a long reliever for the Bees. A season-high 4.1 innings pitched as Wilkin grounds one to Guzman at short from the outfield grass, makes the throw with plenty of time, and Denzer just making it look easy over at short. And there's one away. The Rocket City Christmas Light Show returns to Toyota Field this November. The drive-through light show features nearly 1 million lights, and this year's theme is Santa's Beach Vacation. Visit TrashPandasChristmas.com to make your plans now. And it's good to see Darrell Hicks kind of finding his role with AAA Salt Lake. Him and Eric Torres went up from AA to AAA at around that same time, as Sigg misses on the outside to Ernesto Martinez Jr., who's 0 for 1 with a walk earlier in the day. Still the reigning Southern League Player of the Week, had a homer back on Friday, and he takes low and outside. And from what we've seen when Biloxi's been making its visits to Rocket City, this guy looks like a pro at the plate. Hitting around 270, he's got good speed, got good pop. Showcased it all season long as he fouls one away. Also big day in the Southern League as well. Montgomery's side, they celebrated Chandler Simpson, the speedy leadoff hitter. He stole his 100th base of the season today as he takes low, which is an absolutely crazy feat. He leads all of minor league baseball, probably to no surprise. Rocket City's leader is 35, and even that's still a lot for a team leader, so 100 is insane to see for Chandler Simpson, and Montgomery's going to be playing some playoff baseball, so we can add to that if they keep him around. And Rocket City's all-time leader is 44, so he had more than half of that as Martinez Jr. steps back in. Rocket City, this has been the best inning for them, not only at the plate, but on the mound as well, as Sigg allows a walk to Ernesto Martinez Jr. And that's normally emphasized when they're at the plate, a plus 19 run differential in the sixth. That's their best in any inning. And I think my ongoing theory with that is the players know that it's my last inning in the booth on some days and want to get me some runs before giving it back over to Josh. And they've scored more runs in that inning than any other inning this year, so it's paid dividends. We'll see if they can do that one more time. As Brown Jr. takes low, he's in for his third time today. Eric's 0 for 2 so far with a line out his last time up, and I had to wait for the sixth inning to get that graphic in there, wait for Josh to not be in there and maybe fire back. Had to get 1 point in and kind of get my side of the story in there. So the infield shifted out towards the left for Eric Brown Jr. He has a man on at first, and he grounds one to the left side. That's an open hole. That's a base hit. So Biloxi has put 2 straight on with 1 away in this 6th inning. First a walk and then a single, as that's the 3rd hit of the day for Biloxi. And with that shifted infield, there was no chance for Denzer to make a play. And Lamar Sparks will step in. He scored the first run of the day for the Shuckers. Sacrifice fly back in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. Last day for a couple interns at the ballpark. Grace, one of our social media interns, being one of them, was up working in the press box for the last time yesterday as Sig steps off. And there's no action in the bullpen. Thought someone was standing up, but it's still Sig's reign. Has worked some long outings recently as he starts Sparks out with a breaking ball that he swung well outside at. Mentioned earlier, he's tossed 3 innings in consecutive appearances. That's his season high. Did make a spot start earlier in the year, as there is a righty warming up for Rocket City. Sig missing in the dirt. And that is John O'Reilly warming up for the Trash Pandas, which is interesting. And we'll explain that in a bit, as Sig trying to get through his 2nd inning of work. It's the 1-1 to Sparks. Fastball finds the zone on the outside for a strike. O'Reilly was the starter for Rocket City midway through this series. I believe he got the start on Thursday when Houston Harding also pitched 4 innings of relief. So that opens some questions about the rotation next week in Chattanooga if O'Reilly's pitching in relief, as Sig framing Sparks for strike 3, and Hayden picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. And there's 2 away. Absolutely beautiful placement of that breaking ball, and we'll look at it here. That's an even better frame job by Miles Emerson behind the plate. So Ethan Murray back in for his 3rd time around. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Biloxi with a chance to tie this game. They have a man in scoring position as Murray takes the first pitch, no doubter for a strike. So O'Reilly, he started in back-to-back series for Rocket City. That includes this one, when the Trash Pandas have been in need of starters' help. O'Reilly's definitely filled that role this year, as taking the pitch low was Murray. So it brings to question what the plans are in Chattanooga. We've had Mason Erla start twice this week. Houston Harding's pitched in long relief outings, and so has Hayden Sig. You also lost a guy in Ivan Armstrong who made his way to AAA about 2 days before Tucker Flint did. He took away some long relief outings as well. So that'll definitely shake things up for this final week. Both runners getting good leads as the 2-1's fouled away, as it made its way into the Biloxi bench. Sig 1 strike away from getting through the 6th inning, stranding runners on. And Josh mentioned earlier that these have been the scenarios in recent games where things have gone the other way for Hayden. He steps off. Normally a quick worker, starting to slow down a bit. It's Martinez on at 2nd, Brown at 1st, still 2 away. Sig checks behind him. The 2-2 misses outside. Good stop from Emerson. Martinez mentioned he has some surprisingly good speed, so anything gets in the outfield, this game could easily be tied if it drops. Sig already in his windup. Full count pitch is grounded out towards short. Guzman Fields has some trouble. The throw on to first is in time. And Rocket City strands 2 on in the top of the 6th. Good work from Hayden Sig. The Trash Pandas still lead 3-2. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future. An emerald green field is iconic of baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside environs of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results with fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call us today at 888-556-7985.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
For one last half inning in 2024 for me, let's do that play-by-play as the Trash Pandas will have 4, 5, and 6 due up. They're leading 3-2 over the Biloxi Shuckers in this series finale. Orlando Martinez sets to lead things off. He's 1 for 1 so far with a single and a walk. Infield shifted outright for the Shuckers. Wilkin plays in at third as Orlando takes low. Martinez has had a great start to this series. He's 8 for 22. He's driven in 6 runs. He drove in a pair yesterday. He's also now walked 5 times as Orlando takes low. Mentioned earlier in the top half, this has been the inning where the Trash Pandas have typically had the upper hand. They're outscoring teams 81-62 in the 6th. So Orlando fouls one away. Before he gets mad one more time, I'll shout out Dan. We showed him on the camera earlier on. It's his last day. Mentioned some interns have their last day today. He's not an intern. He's been with the team for a couple years as Orlando takes low. Starting a new venture in Arkansas at the turn of the week. As Orlando's ahead in the count 3-1, he's seen the ball well against Bowman, who struck out the side in the top half. Martinez gets good contact deep towards left field. Hall racing towards the track, and he catches up and he makes the grab. Orlando came so close with the wind helping him, but it came a few feet short, and there is one away. Gear up with the Trash Pandas, even when you're not at Toyota Field. The Trash Pandas store on Hughes Road is all the hottest Trash Pandas merchandise. It's in the Hughes Plaza Shopping Center near Just Love Coffee. We'll see you at the new Trash Pandas store on Hughes Road. And it brings in Miles Emerson, who's 0 for 2 so far. Mentioned his homer is my favorite moment of the year, and he grounds the first pitch foul towards the third baseline. As Miles, the big storyline with him, I wouldn't call it a big storyline. He changed his walk-up song again. He changed it at the start of the homestand last week to the Fox Sports football theme song as Emerson swings and misses. He's down in the count 0-2. And today, fittingly, saw he's in the lineup, changed his song to the Carrie Underwood Waiting All Day for Sunday Night song. I don't think anyone misses football more than Miles Emerson. And Tucker Flint, when he was here, he joined him. He had a football theme song for his walk-up before he got called up to AAA. Emerson takes outside. And it's week 1 going on right now today, so I don't know how Emerson feels about missing football for this game. I'm sure he'll be happy with another start. As the 1-2, Miles grounds one left side. That'll sneak through for a hit. So Miles picks up his first base hit in this series finale. He's on at first with one away. Miles found an open hole in between second and third. And it just missed the glove of Wilkin, who got under it. So in comes David Calabrese. He's probably had the best day for a Trash Panda. 2 for 2 with a home run back in the 4th. That led off the inning. That's been the last run for either side in this contest. Also singled and stole second base back in the 2nd inning. As David takes the curve outside for a ball. David still newer to this lineup, having returned off the injured list on August 16th, coming around a month ago at this point. Emerson on the move as Calabrese fouls one that goes behind him. The home run was David's 4th of the year. The stolen base was also his 4th of the year. So he's been on the Trash Pandas roster, not the active roster, since the start of the year. There aren't too many guys left that have been on the active roster the entirety of the year. And Rocket City lost 2 in Flint and Armstrong. Close play at first. They got him on the pickoff. As Miles was leading too much, Joe McCarthy made the call behind him, and the bases are wiped clean. Nice pickoff move by Caleb Bowman over at first. as that base hit was the first blemish he allowed and quickly wiped that clean. So now it's a 1-1 count to Calabrese. Still no one on as the infield shifted out right. David takes high on the fastball. As Tucker Flint and Ivan Armstrong were both previously on that always on the active roster list, now it's just Chase Chaney, Hayden Sigg, Tyler Payne, Sam Brown, and Nelson Rada. That's the list of players who have been on the active roster for the entire year. It's just 5 players now. As David's back ahead in the count 3-1. More action in the Shuckers bullpen. That's a righty throwing. As David just gets a piece. A little late. Fouls away the 3-1. So Bowman has worked the count full. He struck out the side back in the 5th. Got the top 3 hitters in the order. All of them swinging. It's allowed just 1 hit. And he's in a 2-strike count to Calabrese. As the righty kicks and deals. And David takes low for ball 4. So David has reached base in all 3 of his at-bats today. He draws a walk with 2 away. And Ben Goebel comes back in. Since this inning can end at any point, I do just want to quickly thank all the Trash Panda fans for dealing with me for the entire year. Josh didn't have to grant me the opportunity to do these middle 3 innings every day. It was something that had to be earned, and granted it to me, and I'm very happy he did. Been awesome to broadcast these moments to all of you throughout the year. As Goebel takes the strike on the inside. Coming from Long Island, New York, moving to Madison, Alabama for this time, it's definitely been great to meet all of you here in the Huntsville area. As safe over at first is Calabrese. So just had to get that in. Not going to be like a long form thank you. Although y'all definitely deserve it. Goebel's down in the count 0-1 with a runner on at first. Another check to David. That one's close and safe over at first is Calabrese. So that's now 2 times that Bowman's thrown over. He can't throw any more unless he's certain he's going to get him. Big lead for David as Goebel fouls one away towards the right side, and he's down in the count 0-2. The Mississippi Braves, by the way, in the Southern League, playing their final game at their stadium. They're facing the Tennessee Smokies, but down 6-1. They're around in the playoff race, but the Shuckers have kind of extended its lead. It's a big lead at this point heading into the final week. They're up by 2.5 games as Goebel fouls one away. Correction, 3 games, not 2.5 games. Biloxi is also 3.5 games behind Montgomery for first place in the second half. But the Biscuits have already clinched their playoff spot by winning the first half. Goebel still hanging around in the count. Worked a long walk his last time around as the 0-2's grounded softly towards the pitcher and Bowman. And the underhand flip is in time. And that'll end the 6th inning. That'll end my time in the booth for the 2024 season. Been a pleasure to have this opportunity as I'll turn it back around to my broadcast partner and Josh Carey with Rocket City up 3-2. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Cliff Farm in Madison.
Alumni Hall is the ultimate shopping destination for Auburn and Alabama fans. Get your baseball gear, graduation gifts, or cheer on your team with the newest apparel, hats, and accessories for the entire family. Shop the newest collection of top brands like Nike, Adidas, Champion, Columbia, Yeti, New Era, plus 2 for $38 shirts. Sign up for the Alumni Hall Hall Pass rewards and earn $10 for every 150 points accumulated. Come see us at Alumni Hall near Belk in the Bridge Street Town Center. Alumni Hall, where the best fans shop.
Do you want your next party to be something you'll remember? Then head on down to Flosa Premier to book your next big bash. Birthday? Corporate meeting? Maybe just a family reunion so you can get your cousin Kyle back into the basketball court so you can beat him at basketball. I have no idea. Flow is fun for all ages looking for high-flying excitement, arcade fun, and tasty snacks to satisfy your hunger. Whether you have 10 friends or 25, Flow is jam-packed with something fun for everyone. Get jumping with Flow off South Parkway in Drake or head over to flowhuntsville.com to book your next party now.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher in there for Rocket City. Josh Carey back with you. This will be John O'Reilly on to pitch for the Trash Pandas. And what will be his second appearance of the series. He opened one of the other games as the first pitch to Xavier Warren is lofted into shallow center, charging in, slowing up, making the catch is Orlando Martinez, and that is the first out of the 7th inning. I know I'm supposed to read something, but I don't. Here's the script. Okay. ShopTrashPandas.com has a special offer for the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Use promo code TrickyRicky at checkout and receive 10% off your entire order. Use Tricky Ricky at checkout at ShopTrashPandas.com. So one pitch, one out as Warren flies to left. And here's and the next pitch is a strike that'll go to 0-1 on Nick Cale. So close the book on Sig. He goes 2 innings, allows 1 hit, no runs. Next pitch down and away. It'll go to a ball and a strike. 2 shutout innings, a hit. He walked 1, and he struck out 3. All in all, a very nice outing by Hayden. And activity also underway in the Shuckers pen as the fastball misses inside. It'll go to 2 balls and a strike. I'm proud to announce John O'Reilly will be next week's guest on the Josh Carey Show podcast. I got to sit down with him yesterday and just talk about the season. Very new role for him this year, as the 2-1 is slapped into center field for a base hit. Nick Cale with his 3rd hit of the series, and he's at first with 1 out as we go back to the top of the order, and Adam Hall. But one of the things we talked about is this was really his first season, O'Reilly, as a true veteran. And don't get me wrong, he's been around the block a little bit, but this was the first time where he was the elder statesman of his staff and really got to import some of his experience and wisdom onto the younger pitchers who have really thrived this year on this Rocket City staff. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike, but it was great to talk to him about his New York, or I should say New Jersey, upbringing, but he's a New York metropolitan native, as he'll come to the belt. The 0-1 to Hall. That one slapped into right for a base hit. Cale to second. He's going to stop there, as up and throwing it back in is Calabrese. So back-to-back singles against O'Reilly, and 2 men are on with 1 out, and Darian Miller is up next. Let's see, O'Reilly started on Thursday. Like I said, he opened the game, 2 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Now you got 2 on with 1 out, and standing in is Miller, who's 0 for 2, a ground out to second, a walk, a run scored, and a strikeout swinging. John will look in. Near the line at first is Brown. O'Reilly fires. Just missed inside with a slider. It's 1-0. O'Reilly 0-1, a 3.69 ERA. 24th appearance to go along with 10 starts. 71 innings now, 65 hits, 30 runs, 29 earned, 3 homers, 8 hit batsmen, and 18 walks. As the fastball is hit foul off to the left. It'll even at a ball and a strike. He has struck out 60. Opponents are hitting .241 against him. Smokies have extended their lead in Pearl. It's now 7-1 in the top of the 8th. Here's the set. 1-1 pitch. Slider, tap foul, pass first. And it will go to 1-2 as O'Reilly is ahead in the count. That's, again, good news for Biloxi, but if Rocket City can pin down a win here, they would be 3 up with Biloxi on Mississippi heading into that head-to-head series against the Braves next week in southern Mississippi. Jack Dashwood now starting to throw in the Rocket City bullpen as Andy Schatzley trying to piecemeal things together over the final half of this ball game. George Clausen went 4. Sig just went the last 2. Now here's O'Reilly in the 7th. 1-2. Swung, popped up, foul ground. Back comes Emerson. The catcher will look up. That one will land about 5 rows behind the backstop. Good play on a ricochet made by a fan from Coleman, Alabama, making the drive on up. And it's 1-2. And like I've mentioned before, Rocket City looking for its first series win since early July, as O'Reilly will look back in. Here's the 1-2. Just missed high. Went with the fastball at 94. Couldn't get the call from Warren Eubanks. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind has died down. Near the line at first is Brown. O'Reilly checks second, the pitch. Down and in, missed with the slider. And it will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brock Wilkin waits on deck. You need to give in a little bit right here. The left-handed hitter stands back in. A lot of room to the left side, shaded up the middle, the shortstop Guzman, 3-2. Swung and launched foul to the left. It remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Also with the win today, Rocket City would surpass its win total from last year. They are sitting at 58. Here's the set by O'Reilly. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup. Went inside. Miller comes up empty. That'll be strikeout number 1 for O'Reilly. Strikeout number 10 for Rocket City pitching. And 2 away in the 7th inning for Brock Wilkin. Good movement on that pitch. So 2 gone. Runners are at first and second. Here's Wilkin. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout swinging, a walk, a run scored. He's also grounded to short. Righty on righty. First pitch. Fastball, sliced foul off to the right. It's 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. By the way, there's also a right-hander who was throwing in the Biloxi pen, but now looks like he's going to start throwing again. I believe that's Harold Chirino. The set, check of second. Here's the pitch. And the slider missed high. Even now at a ball and a strike. John back to the belt. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. Way out in front was Wilkin. It's 1-2 and a chance for O'Reilly to pitch out of the jam. Keep in mind, Wilkin has struck out 7 times in this series, over 26 at-bats. You're ahead 1-2. Let's see if he tries to go out of the zone again. Leading at second, Kale. Away at first is Hall. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Went to the fastball. Wilkin was looking for something off speed. He took number 1 instead. Back-to-back Ks by O'Reilly. Give him 2 in the game, and that's strikeout number 11 for Rocket City pitching. In the 7th for the Shuckers, no runs despite 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. Time to stretch. 3-2 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Attention! School is back in session, and Beds Express is your mattress destination. Get a twin, full, or queen Beauty Rest luxury mattress for only $3.99, any size. Score big savings on our King for Queen deals with Sealy Posturepedic Hybrid, only $12.99, or Beauty Rest Hybrid, also just $12.99. Shop our all-new Temper Adapt mattress collection and get a $300 instant gift. Fast delivery to all college campuses statewide. Smart savings is going on now at Beds Express Back to School Sale.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get 1 gig internet with upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for just $60 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation. But did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Rocket City Leading it 3-2, Harold Chirino becomes the third pitcher of the game for Biloxi, and he'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Trash Pandas. Kootenai, Rada, and Mershon all due up. Caleb Bowman, 2 shutout innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He is done for the day. So here's Kootenai, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. In fact, this part of the order for Rocket City has really struggled this afternoon as the fastball cut through and missed, 0-1. Kootenai and Rada, the 8-9 hitters combined, are 0 of 4 with 4 strikeouts. Let's see if Kootenai can turn things around right here. Chirino, 0-1 pitch. Fastball, another strike. And it's at 0-2. Chirino's had a tough year, 1-1, a 7.04 ERA. This is only his 6th appearance, all of them in relief. 7 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He's allowed 3 homers. He's hit 2, walked 1, struck out 11. Opponents hitting .276 against him as the 0-2. It is a fastball that sails high. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Matt Kootenai. Chirino, we saw him earlier in the series. Again, when you play 7 games, you pretty much are going to see everybody. 1-2 on its way. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. It remains at a ball and 2 strikes. Chirino pitched on Thursday. 2 shutout frames, 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Got a hold in Biloxi's 3-2 win over the Trash Pandas. Off the line at third is Wilkin. The 1-2 on its way. Breaking ball is left high. Looked like another changeup, but Kootenai laid off. That one was close. And it evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chirino out of Venezuela. They list him at $173, but I would add another 15 pounds or so to that. Here's the 2-2. Slider rolled to second. Easy play. Waiting back on 2 bounces is Murray. Throws to first from the shallow right field grass in time. And that'll be the first out of the 7th inning. So 1 away, and here's Nelson Rada. Looking in that Rocket City pin, Jack Dashwood has sat down. Let's see if they either go to him or if they'll stick with O'Reilly for a 2nd inning. Due up in the 8th for Biloxi. It'll be the middle part of their order. Martinez, Brown, and Sparks. Righty on lefty. First pitch to Nelson. Fastball launched along the line and left. Tailing into the corner. That is a fair ball. It bounces in fair territory. That's going to be a ground rule double. And that's a good thing that it bounced out of play. I think Nelson thought it was going to be a foul ball. He was Cadillacing it to first base. Then suddenly it hit fair. It went into the corner. And had it stayed in play, I'm not quite sure if he would have been able to make it to second. Nice inside-out swing again. And Cale going toward that line. It just hit inside the chalk and bounced out of play for a ground rule double. So some insurance would be nice. Runner at second, 1 out. We go to the top of the order, and David Mershon, who's had a tough one today. 0 of 3, 2 strikeouts. First pitch. It slapped foul to the screen, 0-1. Both strikeouts have been swinging. He's also flied to left. Wind starts to kick up again on this beautiful cloudless day in the Tennessee Valley. A lot of room to the left side, almost playing directly behind second, the shortstop Brown. Here's the 0-1. And there's a strike, another fastball. It will go to 0-2. There's a look at that vanity shot of Toyota Field. Just a perfect day for baseball. Great way to cap off the 2024 season. See if we can make it a perfect day with a win. Mershon ready. Here's the 0-1. Let up is skied along the line and left. Charging again, Cale still coming. He'll run out of room as it hits off the extended netting. Down the left field line, it will remain, it will go to no balls and 2 strikes. Cale is a catcher by trade, but he's out there in left today. He can handle himself out there, but that is not his natural position. As coming back to home plate is Mershon. Really hasn't made an impact in this game, at least the defense I'm talking. So 0-2 on David. Next offering. Fastball missing low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitter. A David Calabrese solo homer over the left field wall. The difference in this one, that broke a 2-2 tie in the 4th inning. It has been a great week of baseball between these 2 teams. 1-2, lofted again, foul down that left side. That'll hit off the netting. Or actually, that one will go into the seats. and stay at 1-2. I won't put this on par with that Montgomery series we had leading into Memorial Day. That was the series of the year. Several tight one-run games. A couple of them were decided on the last pitch. This hasn't been that, but it's been pretty darn good. As Chirino with the 1-2. And the pitch hits softly up the first baseline. That one will kick foul, as over to get it is Warren. 1-2 strikes. The only real, and I hesitate to call this a blowout, but the only somewhat one-sided game we had was game one of that doubleheader, the 8-4 win by Rocket City. That was actually a 2-run ball game entering the ninth when Rocket City got a couple more runs to make it a 4-run contest. But Biloxi, they were up 3-2 in the seventh inning. They put 2 more on the board in the seventh to make it a 6-3 win. 1-2 again, bounce foul, pass first. Good at bat here by Marchand as it remains at 1-2. Following day, a solid 5-2 win by Rocket City, getting 8 strikeouts and 6 2/3 from Brett Carey. Tight 3-2 win for Biloxi on Thursday. Rocket City left 10 men on base, had plenty of opportunities to win that one, including the bases loaded in the 8th inning. And then Friday, another frustrating 4-2 loss where Rocket City left 11. Here's the 1-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Runner goes for third. Throw. No one's there. It goes down the left field line. A stolen base. Here comes Rada. He will score, and it's 4-2. And you know what? That ball was in the dirt. Mershon's going to take first base. What a huge break. During the course of that at-bat, Chirino completely forgot about Rada. Watch this. Fastball. It's in the dirt. He makes a great backhanded pick, does Miller. He throws to third. No one is covering. And able to get up and scamper for home is Rada. And more important, I won't say more importantly, but just as important, a drop third strike allows Marchand to reach. What a wacky play is that one. Chopped to short. Up with it. Brown goes the long way to first in time for out number 2. I don't think I've ever seen that. Again, the ball was in the dirt. They weren't expecting Rada to move, so Wilkin was late in covering third. Miller went ahead with the throw. No one was there to take it. It skipped down the left field line. Fortunately for Nelson, he didn't get his head taken off. That'll be his 4th stolen base of the series, 1st of the day, 36th of the season, and then he scores on the E2 by Miller. And again, Marchand, he takes first on the drop third strike, and now he was just retired, or actually he goes to second on the ground out off the bat of Guzman. As Brown takes a pitch low, it will go to 1-0. So that strikeout for Chirino, that's his first. And I'm going to have to ask, I guess you call that a wild pitch? I'm not sure. Here's a check of second. And the pitch is away, 2-0. I hate to say that, but again, how do you explain the guy going from home plate to first? We'll ask about that between innings. But Marchand away at second. It's 2-0 on Brown. Sam today has singled, lined to third, and struck out swinging. A huge insurance run as it's 4-2. And the fastball is sent foul to the left into our party deck. And it will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. They're calling that a pass ball? All right. I don't know how you call it either one, frankly. Here's the 2-1. There's a strike, and getting crossed up, I think, was Miller. And the pitcher, Chirino. There it is again. Ball was in the dirt. He hit it on the backhand, and then he threw to third. No one was there covering, and Rada came in to score. What a wild way to get an insurance run. Away at second, Marchand. Count 2-2 on Brown. Here's the pitch. Let up, just missed low. Looked like a pretty good pitch by Chirino. And it will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sam, ready to go? Here's the set. Chirino, payoff pitch. And that's down and in as well. Another changeup, and that'll be ball 4. So first walk by Chirino. That'll be the 4th walk of the game by Biloxi pitchers. And 2 on with 2 out. Here's Orlando Martinez and what could very well be his final Toyota Field at bat. Today, he has singled, walked, scored a run. He's also skied to center on a ball that almost left the yard. First pitch to him. Fastball high and away, 1-0. Guarding the line at first is Warren, the 1-0. Fastball, there's a strike. Evening now at 1-1. Chirino started the season at AAA Nashville, got transferred to Biloxi on August the 20th. Struck out 32 in 34 innings with the Sounds. Has a wheel towards second, but nothing going on over there. Tossed 14 scoreless innings for the Shuckers before suffering an injury that ended his 2023 season. So the count 1-1 on Orlando. Chirino fires. Change up, there's a strike. Caught the inside corner. So it goes to 1-2 and a chance for Chirino to wrap up the inning. So we've had a couple of wild plays here at the very end of this series to swing Rocket City's way. The misplayed fly ball last night that allowed the 2 winning runs to score. And then a throwing error on a drop third strike. 1-2. Called strike 3. Let up, Orlando caught looking. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Chirino. Strikeout number 10 for Biloxi pitchers. But Rocket City with an unearned run. It happens on 1 hit, a big throwing error, and 2 men left on base. End of 7, 4-2 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services we performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you've been injured in an accident, visit marshtheattorney.com right now to get the help you need. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims, and I'm ready to help you too. My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 85 years, and we have received over 400 5-star Google reviews. Get in touch with me right now by visiting marshtheattorney.com. Again, that's marshtheattorney.com. Go Trash Pandas.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Jack Dashwood becomes the 4th pitcher of the game for Rocket City as John O'Reilly tosses a scoreless 7th. He surrenders 2 hits, walks none, and strikes out 2. So he's done for the day. Dashwood will face the middle part of the order, Martinez, Brown, and Sparks here in the 8th inning. And again, Rocket City leading it 4-2. So here's Dashwood. I believe this is his 3rd appearance of the series. First pitch. Almost hit him. A fastball, or actually a slider that tailed inside. 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. Martinez has walked twice and struck out swinging. As Rocket City has more or less pitched around him. He has been just so lethal throughout this entire series. He's a good-looking ball player. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball down and away, 2-0. By the way, just to clear some things up from last inning, that drop third strike that allowed Mershon to reach and led to the throwing error by Miller, which allowed Rada to score, that's being scored a pass ball. So that's what allowed Mershon to reach first base. 2-0, swing and a miss. A fastball, and we'll go to 2-1. For Jack, like I said, 3rd appearance of the series. He last pitched on Friday. A 1-2-3 8th inning. He struck out 1. Here's the 2-1. Fastball, another strike. And it evens at 2-2. Dash, again, has missed most of the season due to injury. He's a 3rd-year Trash Panda. trying to put together another good outing and a strong finish to his season. If he can stay healthy, he can do some good things. 2-2. So pitch lined into left field for a base hit. My goodness. I think he got in on his hands, but he was still so quick was Martinez. He got around on it and inside out of that ball into left field. That was pretty impressive. A solid single to left. Let's look at this again. No, it wasn't inside. He just went down and got it and was able to poke it to the off field. So once again, Martinez gets on base. Shocker. So he's there with no one out. Here's Eric Brown Jr. A single, a fly out to center, a ground out to short. And the first pitch. Fastball strike. It's 0-1. Let's see. Dashwood also pitched in the suspended game on Tuesday. Inning in the third scoreless, a hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He's been pretty solid since returning to action. Jack. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him, and it will go to 0-2. Brown will wait back in. Dashwood will check first, and now time called as Brown is going to step out of the box. Dashwood, in his brief season, no record, 2.45 ERA, 7th appearance, all in relief, 7 in the third innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, 10 strikeouts, opponents hitting $154 against him. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Down and in, another slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Out of Santa Barbara, California. Or actually, I beg your pardon, San Diego. He went to UC Santa Barbara. Did Jack. Look over at first. Here's the 1-2. Pitch is popped up. On the infield, over is the catcher Emerson. Gets rid of the mask, makes the catch behind home plate. By about 5 feet, a foul out to the catcher, and 1 away in the 8th inning. And congratulations to Hunter Malone from New Hope, Alabama. You are tonight's Trash Pandas fan of the game and have won a stupendous prize pack, courtesy of the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Brown fouls to the catcher. 1 away, runner at first. Here's Lamar Sparks, who is 0 of 2 today. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, and a sac fly to right that almost left the yard for a grand slam. Lefty on righty. First pitch. Fastball popped up. Right side, foul ground. Brown gives it a look, but it'll land in the seats. About 8 rows behind the Rocket City first base dugout. 0-1. New Hope, Alabama. I've been through there, but I've always wondered, whenever the word hope is used in a city, it's either just hope or New Hope. You never hear Old Hope. 0-1. Pitch is hit foul off to the right. Again, trying to go to the off-field is Dashwood. It goes to 0-2. Wind continues to trail out to right, and that's what almost led to that grand slam by Sparks. Back in the 4th inning, he got it up into that jet stream, and the ball almost carried out of the yard. 0-2. Tipped foul to the screen. Jack almost beat him with a fastball, but just getting a nick of it was Sparks to stay alive. So 0-2, 2-6-0 for Biloxi, 4-7-0 for Rocket City. Guarding the line at third is Goebel. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Went high up around the eyes of Sparks, and he knew he chased a bad one. There's a break. He went out of the zone, did Dashwood. He'll pick up his first strikeout of the game. That is now the 12th strikeout of the contest for Rocket City. So 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Ethan Murray now, who is 2 of 3, 2 singles, 1 of which drove in a run and a rollout to short. Lefty on righty, first pitch. Led up, fouled off to the right. Jack mixing his pitches nicely. It's 0-1. Let's see, 12 strikeouts tonight for Rocket City. They had 10 last night, 7 the night before. Here's the set. The 0-1. Fastball hit foul off to the right. It'll go to 0-2 and an eye-popping 14 on Thursday, which wound up being a loss, ironically. So Rocket City's pitchers, again, getting the job done. Whenever you can prevent the ball from being put in play, that's usually a good sign. Jack will try to end the inning right here. He'll look over at first. Here's the 0-2. Just missed high with a fastball. By the way, they also struck out 13 in that suspended game on Tuesday afternoon. So 1-2 on the right-handed hitter. Dashwood looks over at first. Next pitch. Just missed the corner. Tried to trick him up with a slider. Couldn't get the call from Warren Eubanks. And it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A right-hander is throwing in the Biloxi pen. Wind still blowing out to right at about 15 miles an hour. Here's the 2-2. Rolled to short to his right. Guzman on a knee. Flyers to second in time. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. And the inning will come to a close. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Bottom of the 8th, Trash Pandas lead at 4-2. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Celebrate and honor those who have served our country. The annual Military Tribute Night at Toyota Field is Saturday, September 14th. For the 5th straight year, the USA Patriots amputee softball team will square off with the local veterans of AUSA. The patriotic extravaganza will be capped off by a post-game fireworks spectacular. Tickets are $10. Get yours at trashpandasbaseball.com/events.
T-minus 3, 2, 1.
The Trash Pandas want to help you raise money for your organization. Local nonprofits can enroll in a Trash Pandas ticket fundraiser. Organizations receive a minimum of 20 ticket vouchers at a discounted rate. The vouchers are sold at face value, and the organization keeps 100% of the proceeds up front. No deposit is required. For details, visit trashpandasbaseball.com.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hass, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
James Meeker becomes the 4th pitcher of the game for Biloxi as he'll take over for Harold Chirino, who went 1 inning, allowed a hit, a run. It was unearned. He walked 1, struck out 2, and Meeker will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Trash Pandas, Emerson, Calabrese, and Goebel. First pitch is hit foul straight back by Emerson. It's 0-1. Miles today, 1 of 3, a single, a ground out to first, a strikeout swinging. He's also been picked off at first. And as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, Rocket City up 2, activity underway in their bullpen. My guess is that'll be Camden Manasseh. You got to think Kenyon Yovan is out of commission today. As Meeker with the 0-1, fastball right through there. And it will go to 0-2 for Meeker. This is his 2nd appearance of the series. His first one came back on Wednesday. Yep, that's Manasseh. Next pitch is low, 1-2. Went an inning and 2/3 scoreless, 2 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. Did not receive a decision as Rocket City won 5-2. So 1-2 on Emerson. Next pitch. Let up, chopped to third, coming in and off of Wilkin on the short hop. The third baseman, ball trickles away. We'll wait to see how they score it. If he comes up with it, it's an easy out, but he tried to play on a short hop, and hindsight's always 20/20. He probably should have waited back on the ball. So a runner at first with no one out. Here's David Calabrese. Calabrese is 2 of 2, a single, a solo homer, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and a walk. And they still haven't scored that as Calabrese lays down a beautiful bunt. Up with it, Meeker. Throw to first will be in time. Warren stays at first to cover, so that sacrifice will go 1-3. Nicely done by David. He's had a good one today. So he bunts to the mound. 1 out, and here's Ben Goebel. Goebel, a 2-run bloop single in the 2nd inning. He's also stolen 2 bases. Walked, been thrown out trying to steal, and he's also bounced to the mound. Away at second is Emerson. First pitch. That one slapped into right field, a base hit. Emerson at third. Up with it is Sparks. Around third is Miles. He will score standing. A big RBI single by Ben Goebel. He's got 3 ribbies in the game, and Rocket City out to a 5-2 lead. A line drive into the right field corner, and not a whole lot that Sparks could do with that. Rocket City with some timely hitting this entire week. And for Goebel, that'll be his 31st RBI of the season. So around from third comes Emerson. And the first pitch is high and away to Kootenai. It's 1-0. They still haven't scored that ball to Wilkin as the next pitch is swung through and missed. We'll go to 1-1. So Rocket City has either 8 or 9 hits. We'll see if we can find out more info. But either way, it's a 5-2 ball game, and boy, that provides some huge breathing room. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And we'll go to 1-2 as Kootenai down in the count. He has struck out twice, both times swinging, and he's also grounded to second. Meeker from the letters, 1-2. Hit foul, straight back to the screen. And it will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Meeker, high leg kick, the pitch. And it's lifted foul off to the left. It'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Let's see. Well, even our game cast hasn't quite caught up yet. We'll try to get you an update on that ground ball in just a moment. It's 1-2 on Kootenai as Meeker. Now Livingston, New Jersey fires away, and the fastball misses high and away. So even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're now in the bottom of the 9th from Pearl, and Smokies running away from the Braves. It's 10-3. Some good news, though. Atlanta Braves, a walk-off winner over the Blue Jays today, 4-3. That was a big win for them. 2-2. Looked like a changeup, and it looked like a good pitch. Must have been high. Meeker thought he had him. And the count will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Short lead at first by Goebel. And the pitch is a fastball skied into right field. Goebel now picks up on it. Over is the center fielder. That's Hall making the call in the catch for out number 2. He and Sparks almost collided. Those were the 2 who got mixed up on the ball that fell in late last night. But Kootenai flies out to center. Back to first goes Goebel. And now 2 away for Nelson Rada. Nelson has struck out twice, doubled, and then was involved in that huge play that gave Rocket City a 2-run lead. He stole third. The ball was thrown into left field, and he scored easily. As the first pitch is a strike to Nelson, it's 0-1. Coming up in the top of the 9th for Biloxi, it'll be their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Warren, Kale, and Hall all scheduled to bat against Camden Manasseh, or at least that's what we presume. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is lifted foul off to the left. 0-2, and a chance here for Meeker to wrap up the inning. This bullpen that's been so steady for Biloxi, Rocket City's been able to get to them the last couple of nights. Well, it's now a final from Mississippi. Tennessee 10-3 over the Braves, and that could very well have been the final game in at Trustmark Park in Mississippi Braves history. A very emotional day for those folks over there. 0-2 by Meeker. Fastball lifted foul off to the left. It remains a no balls and 2 strikes. So again, Biloxi, even if they lose this series, the Shuckers, it wound up being rather a good trip this year, or this week, because they won 3 games and Mississippi won none. Throw over to first and back safely is Goebel. In fact, they would enter play on Tuesday no worse than 3 games up on the Braves. But again, it's going to be head-to-head competition. Mississippi will have a chance to get back into things. And don't forget about Pensacola. They're still in there as well. Here's the 0-2 to Rada on the way. Down and in. Missed with a slider. And it's out of ball and 2 strikes. Goebel away at first. Well off the line at third is Wilkin. Meeker, 1-2. That miss down and in. Looked like another slider, and it evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just some other scores. It's Montgomery leading Chattanooga. Wild one, though, 7-4 as they play the top of the 4th from the capital city. And Birmingham up 2-0 on Pensacola, bottom 4 from Regions Field. 2-2 to Rada. Here's the pitch. And it's hit foul. Back to the screen again. Good at bat here by Nelson. As it stays at 2-2, we have seen the Trash Pandas several times this series fight off some really good pitches by Biloxi and stay alive and work some long counts. They can carry this type of play into next season. They're going to be a pretty tough team. And they've shown some moxie this week as Meeker steps off the rubber. And now time call. No, they're going to call a balk. Never mind. Goebel going to trot to second. So there's another break. A balk on Meeker and the count at 2-2 as Rada continues to fight him tooth and nail. Rada stands back in. Meeker 2-2. Fastball foul to the screen. Keep fighting him, Nelson. Staying at 2-2. Here's what Meeker did. Yeah, he went to the rubber and immediately stepped off. There was no pause in between, and so that elicited the balk. No argument from Biloxi. 2-2, next pitch. And that missed down and away. Another off-speed pitch. And it will go to 3-2. Waiting on deck is David Mershon. Rocket City with 2 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and now 1 in the 7th and 8th innings. Payoff pitch. Swung, tap foul over by the Rocket City first base dugout. It'll remain at 3-2. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Rada. Here's the set and the 3-2. Just missed high, ball 4. Great at-bat by Nelson Rada, an 11-pitch walk. So he'll draw it. That'll be walk number 1 by Meeker and walk number 5 now by Biloxi pitchers. 2 on with 2 out for David Mershon. Before he stands in, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
And now trying to lay down a bunt, Mershon up the third base line. That's going to be an easy single for David Mershon. With 2 out, they weren't expecting him to do that. He laid it down up the third base line, kept it on the grass. Meeker had no choice here but just to stick this one in his back pocket, as Wilkin had no shot at getting to the ball. So a bunt single by Mershon. That's his first hit of the ball game. And now they're loaded up with 2 away for Denzer Guzman. By the way, the ball by Emerson that started this inning, that has been scored in air. So 1 run by Rocket City. It's unearned. And the first pitch to Guzman is a strike. It will go to 0-1. So a chance for Rocket City to put this one out of reach. Guzman has popped to first, flied to center, struck out swinging, and grounded to short. Bases full of Pandas. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and away. Even at a ball and a strike as a left-hander begins to throw in the Biloxi bullpen. Wind has died down for the moment. Goebel at third. No, Rada at second. Mershon at first. All 3 men run well. Here's the 1-1. Down and away, a slider. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sam Brown waits on deck. Meeker, 2-1. Hit foul to the screen. Trying to get a fastball past him at 92. So it's even at 2-2 and a chance for Meeker to finish the inning. Meeker was with the Brewers earlier this season. Tossed a scoreless inning against the Tigers as the fastball misses high. It'll go to 3-2. He was designated for assignment in June, cleared waivers, and made his way to AAA Nashville before being sent to Biloxi in late August. There's that left-hander throwing for the Shuckers, Russell Smith. Payoff pitch. Miss low, ball 4, a full count walk, and that'll force in another run, and that'll make it 6-2. Another good at-bat by Guzman. As Goebel comes in from third, Rana second to third, first to second Mershon. And that'll be walk number 2 by Meeker. And for Guzman, that'll be his 28th RBI of the season. And here's Sam Brown. And what would probably be his final at-bat at Toyota Field this season. He's been with Rocket City wire to wire. First pitch, fastball cut through and missed, 0-1. It would be very apropos for him to have a final hit in his last at-bat here this season. We've had other guys who've been here a while, but maybe they've had a stint on the DL or something like that. That hasn't been the case for Sam, who has singled, lined to third, struck out swinging, and walked. 0-1, misses low. Evening at a ball and a strike. So 2 more runs here in the 8th inning. Both are unearned. Meeker kicks and fires. Fastball slap foul to the screen. It'll go to 1-2, and again a chance for Meeker to finish the inning. The runners with their leads. The left-handed hitter pinwheels the bat. Meeker, 1-2. Just missed high. Another fastball, and it evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If he puts one down the line or in the gap, it should clear the bases. Rada at third, Mershon at second, Guzman away at first. Playing behind the runner at first, Warren. 2-2. Curveball lifted into deep left. Going back is Kale, still going near the track, makes the catch. And the inning is over as Brownie just missed a granny to the opposite field. He'll fly out to left, but Rocket City with 2 unearned runs. They do it on 1 hit. 1 error in the inning and 3 left on base. We'll go to the 9th. Rocket City leading at 6-2. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
T-minus 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
There's a new, more convenient way to gear up with the Trash Pandas. The Trash Pandas store on Hughes Road has all the hottest Trash Pandas merchandise. Plus, enjoy free Trash Pandas morning autograph sessions before each Saturday home game through August. It's in the Hughes Plaza Shopping Center near Just Love Coffee. We'll see you at the new Trash Panda store on Hughes Road.
Let's rock it.
Celebrate and honor those who have served our country. The annual Military Tribute Night at Toyota Field is Saturday, September 14th. For the 5th straight year, the USA Patriots amputee softball team will square off with the local veterans of AUSA. The patriotic extravaganza will be capped off by a post-game fireworks spectacular. Tickets are $10. Get yours at trashpandasbaseball.com/events.
Watch me now. Listen up, baseball fans. The Valley Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Valley Live app today.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Camden Manasseh will head out there in what will be a non-save situation now as Rocket City puts 2 runs on the board to take a 6-2 lead. Before we get to that, let's tell you about Jack Dashwood. A scoreless 8th inning, 1 hit, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Meanwhile, he gets a hold if Rocket City hangs on here. Meanwhile, James Meeker, if the ball game ends here for Biloxi, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, neither of which was earned, 2 walks, and no Ks for him. So 6-2 Trash Pandas as we head to the top of the 9th inning. And again, due up for the Shuckers, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. It'll be Warren, Kale, and Hall. So Warren to lead it off, 0 of 3, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, and a fly out to left. Logan Barandis is on the field. He'll have a special gift, assuming the Trash Pandas get a win here. And fastball misses high. It's 1-0. Camden, it's at least his second appearance of the series, maybe his third. He pitched a scoreless ninth inning on Friday. 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and a 4-2 loss for Rocket City. Fastball cut through and missed, and it evens at 1-1 on Warren. And actually, you know what? He also pitched on Wednesday, did Manasseh. A scoreless ninth inning, a hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts, got his 7th save of the season. A 5-2 win for Rocket City. Here's the 1-1 to Warren. Took something off. There's a strike. Beautiful changeup. Warren couldn't pull the trigger, and it will go to 1-2. Manasseh to the belt. 1-2 pitch. Missing high with a fastball. It'll even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Manasseh, 2-2 pitch. Fastball high and away. Now you got to come at him here. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy up 4. Leading at third is Goebel. Or wait, off the line at third is Goebel. Sorry, 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went fastball high and away. Warren strikes out swinging for the second time today. He's 0-4 with 3 Ks. Strikeout number 1 for Manasseh and another K for Rocket City pitching. Give them 13 in the game. So a high fastball, 1 gone for Nick Kale. Kale is 1 for 3. A single, a strikeout swinging, and a pop-up to second. And first pitch is high and away, 1-0. Next pitch, fastball, fouled out of the stadium, rather. It will go to 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch is hit foul back to the screen. And it will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Again, Rocket City 2 outs away from its first series win since July 4th through 6th, when they swept a 3-game set against the Barons in this ballpark. In fact, they took 5 of 6 that week because we started the week with a 3-game series at Birmingham to work around the Independence Day holiday. Here's the 1-2. Fastball, or actually a slider that time by Manasseh in the dirt. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The right-handed batter will stand in. 2-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Striking out swinging is Kale. Back-to-back Ks by Manasseh. 2 up, 2 gone in the 9th inning. And the last chance will be Adam Hall, who is 1 for 4. A single, a strikeout looking, a tap out to short, and a fly out to center. Let's see. I'm looking up at our video board. We got 3 errors up there for Biloxi, and I'm trying to figure that out, but paying no mind as the first pitch by Manasseh is through for a strike. It'll go to 0-1. And I've got our boys with 8 hits. They've got 9, but we'll try to figure that out maybe in the post game. 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. Off the line at first is Brown. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider down and away. It will go to 0-2, and a chance here for Manasseh to strike out the side and send the fans home happy for the final time in 2024. Hall ready to go. Here's the 0-2. Down and away. Went slider again, so it's at a ball and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. With a win, Rocket City would improve to 59-72 for the year, 26-37 in the second half, with 6 games left at Chattanooga. That would surpass their win total all of last season. Here's the 1-2. Fastball missing high. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. Crowd clapping it up, hopefully for the final time this season. Here's the set. 2-2. Missing high, another fastball. So it's 3-2, and once again, Manasseh goes to a full count. Here we go. We had 2 hits in the 9th inning, did Rocket City. So that's right, 9 hits. As the fastball high and away, ball 4. So Manasseh loses Hall, and he's going to have to go through Darian Miller one more time. That'll be walk number 1 by Camden and walk number 5 by Rocket City pitchers. So, again, the line scores are now correct. 2-6-2 for Biloxi, 6-9-0 for Rocket City, and in that 8th inning for the Trash Pandas, 2 runs, neither of which was earned, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. So, righty on lefty, here's Miller, first pitch. And a changeup that time, called a strike, 0-1. Miller has struck out twice, both of them swinging. He's walked, scored a run, and tapped to second. Brown will play behind the runner at first. Manasseh, 0-1. Fastball high and away. Crowd wanted that call as it evens up at 1-1. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. 1-1. There's a strike. Throw him a slider. So it goes to 1-2, and once again, the Shuckers are down to their final bullet. They'll begin to clap it up once again here at Toyota Field. Wind blowing out to right. They play him straight away in the outfield. They swing him to the right along the infield. Manasseh. Here's the 1-2. Fastball roped into right center, a base hit. Hall will go to second. He's going to stop there and not chance anything as Calabrese gets it back in. But twice the Shuckers have been down to their final bullet, and twice they have stayed alive. Hall with a walk, and now Miller with a single. And now it starts to get a little interesting here because you got Wilkin at the plate. He hits a home run, you're still up 1. But it's the guy behind him you're really worried about in Ernesto Martinez. This inning started with back-to-back strikeouts. Manasseh got ahead 1-2 on Hall. He got off the hook with a walk, and now a 2-strike hit by Miller. So here's Wilkin. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, a rollout to short, a walk, and a run scored. First pitch. In the dirt. Come on now. 1-0. There's that guy again. That guy, Ernesto. He's good, boy. He is fun to watch. I just hope we don't have to see him again. As fun as he is to watch. Here's the 1-0. Outside with a fastball, 2-0, and you can see Camden getting frustrated with himself, and it's sort of the same thing that happened with Luke Murphy last night, right? It gets in the back of your head. It's got to bear down here and just get this final out. 6-2 Trash Pandas in the 9th inning. Next pitch. There's a strike, a fastball. 2-1. By the way, these are 2 former roommates going toe-to-toe, 2 former Wake Forest alums. They roomed together while they were in Winston-Salem. There's Brady Chobin starting to get loose if this continues for Rocket City. 2-1 on the way. Missed inside. Looked like a slider. Looked like he wanted that pitch. Here's the offering. Pretty close, but it looked like it was inside. So it's 3-1. Manasseh kicks and fires. Low, ball 4. 2 walks, a single, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Hall will go to third, Miller up to second. And what does Andy Shatsley do? This thing was in the bag. Well, it's going to be Michael Wirtz out there, and whatever he says, if nothing else, just keep the ball in the yard. That's all you can ask for. As you got Martinez coming to the plate, he's 1 of 2, a single, a strikeout swinging, 2 walks for the series. He is 11 of 25 with a homer, 4 runs, 5 RBI. He's also doubled twice, walked, and struck out 4 times now. So Wirtzy with a quick message for Manasseh, and you got to think, win, lose, or draw, this will be the last batter of the night for Camden, as Chobin's still getting loose for Rocket City. Trash Pandas sort of limping to the finish line here. They do lead at 6-2, and my goodness, how big are those insurance runs in the 7th and 8th innings? So here we go, righty on lefty. They wheel Martinez around to the right. The left side is open if he wants to use it. First pitch to Ernesto. Here it is. Whoa, called a strike. Never mind. I was about to say it almost hit him. You could see Martinez wheel out of there, but it hit the inside corner according to Warren Eubanks. It's 0-1. Camden from the belt, wind drifting out toward right. Here's the 0-1. Missing away. Another fastball. And it will go to 1-1. They play him straight away and deep in the outfield. Hall at third, Miller at second, and Wilkin away at first. 6-2 Trash Pandas in the ninth, 1-1. In the dirt, good stop by Emerson. And it runs to 2-1. And here's the deal. You walk him, a run scores, but now you put the go-ahead run at the plate. Eric Brown Jr. waits on deck. Manasseh checks third. No one holding him there. 2-1. Down and in. It skips to the backstop, and no one's going to move up for Biloxi. Maybe a closer game they do that, but down 3, there's just no need to roll the dice if you're the runner at third, which is Hall. That ball actually hit off the concrete backstop and ricocheted to Emerson rather quickly. There would have been a close play at the plate had Hall tried to score. But now it's 3-1, and another errant one would bring in a run. And now Martinez will step out. Would they dare give him anything to hit? Martinez, he's only walked once in this series as Smith begins to throw again for Biloxi. The look to third. Camden, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him, and boy, he was going for the downs. So it's 3-2. Everyone will be on the move, but at the end of the day, it's the guy at the plate who matters. Camden trying to end it right here. Wind drifting to right. 3-2, here it is. Inside, ball 4. He almost hit him. So a bases loaded walk. A run's going to score. It's 6-3. And Martinez and Manasseh exchanging words. I'm wondering if maybe that did hit him. Either way, it's either a hit by pitch or a walk. Either way, it's 6-3 now. Eric Brown Jr. coming to the plate, and let's see if Andy Shasley makes a move, and he will. So Martinez will drive in his 59th run of the season, and I think that will go in the books as a hit by pitch. So in from third is Hall. Second to third is Miller. First to second will go Wilkin. And Eric Brown Jr. will get a shot at this as Manasseh will depart. So here's Chobin, and for Brady, this will be a save situation. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. 6-3, Trash Pandas on top. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Celebrate and honor those who have served our country. The annual Military Tribute Night at Toyota Field is Saturday, September 14th. For the 5th straight year, the USA Patriots amputee softball team will square off with the local veterans of AUSA. The patriotic extravaganza will be capped off by a post-game fireworks spectacular. Tickets are $10. Get yours at trashpandasbaseball.com/events.
T-minus 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Groups have more fun with the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Toyota Field is the perfect backdrop to celebrate. Please enjoy great benefits like preferred seating, $2 ballpark credit per ticket, recognition on the video board, all-inclusive options, and much more. Visit trashpandasbaseball.com/groups for details. The Rocket City Trash Pandas. Have a blast.
An emerald green field is iconic of baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside environs of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results with fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call us today at 888-556-7985.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Brady Chobin will become the 6th pitcher for Rocket City. Here's the deal. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Trash Pandas lead at 6-3 after Camden Manasseh goes 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. The runners on base are his responsibility. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. They scored that last pitch to Martinez a ball. It wasn't a hit by pitch. It was a bases loaded walk. He drives in his 59th run. So it's a 6-3 ball game, tying run at first, go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Eric Brown Jr., who has singled, fouled to the catcher, flied to center, and grounded to short. For Chobin, that's his second appearance of the series. He pitched on on Thursday. 2 innings, a hit, a run, it was earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. First pitch to Brown. High, and it goes to 1-0. Manasseh struck out the first 2 men he faced in the ninth. Since then, 3 walks and a single. And it's a 6-3 ball game, and Andy Shatsley goes back to the bullpen. 1-0 pitch to Brown, righty on righty. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Chobin, 2-3, 6.23 ERA, 19th appearance, all in relief, 0-1 in saves, 21 2/3 innings, 22 hits, 19 runs, 15 earned, 3 homers allowed, 4 hit batsmen, 11 walks, 17 Ks. Opponents hitting .256 against him. 1-1. Fastball, strike, and it's 1-2. And a chance for Chobin to wrap it up right here. Brady did not face Brown on Thursday. He can wrap it up right here. Chobin, and now time called as Brown will step out of the box. Guarding the line at third is Goebel. Everyone else is pretty much straight away. Shaded slightly toward right center in center field is Rada. There you see the setup. Brown ready. Chobin from the belt. Here's the 1-2. Swing! Oh, he just tipped it. I thought he missed it for a moment, but he just clipped it at home plate, and it trickled to the left of home plate by about 10 feet into the apron. So it will stay at 1-2. He was that close, was Chobin, to ending it. So we'll try it again. By the way, Chobin trying for his first double-A double save, or double-A save, I should say. Here's the 1-2. Swung, bounced softly, foul up the third base line. And it'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Keep in mind, Martinez over at first, he runs well, so anything that's for extra bases could tie the ball game. Wind blowing out toward right. Brown, for what it's worth, 4 homers on the year. Brady from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2. Curveball ripped foul past third. He almost took the head off of Darian Miller at third base. The ball hits off the sidewall and goes back into the field of play. And it will remain at a ball and 2 strikes. A struggle here down the stretch for Rocket City as they lead it 6-3. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the ninth, the count 1-2 on Eric Brown Jr. as Chobin tries to wrap it up. Here's the set and pitch. That one bounced to short. In is Guzman. Up. Throws to first. In time. And it's a winner for Rocket City. It was a struggle there at the end, but Chobin comes in, faces one man, gets him to ground to short. All zeros for him. Camden Manasseh, 2/3 of an inning, a hit, a run. It was earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And we'll do a couple of quick totals right here for Biloxi. They'll finish with 3 runs on, and actually in the 9th inning, they do get a run. It's earned on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They leave 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11 men do the Shuckers. As for Rocket City, 6 runs on 8 hits. The Trash Pandas committed no errors. They left 9 on base. Hayden Sigg will get the win in relief. He moves to 3-5 on the year as Sigg, 2 shutout innings, a hit, a walk, 3 strikeouts. Nick Merkel, the starter, takes the loss. He drops to 6-5 on the season, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for him. And the save will go to Brady Chobin, his first at the AA level, as again he faced one man, got a ground out to short, 6-3, 2 in the ball game. And your time of game here is 2 hours and 53 minutes. Our Logan Barandas is standing by with David Calabrese, our post-game interview. Logan, take it away.
Appreciate you, Coach, for the win. Josh, back up to you in the booth.
Okay, Logan, and thank you, Logan. Thank you, David. And Logan, great job all season. Again, your final score here today, 6-3. Rocket City defeats Biloxi. And by the way, one change I wanted to give on the line score. I said Rocket City with 8 hits. They actually had 9. But again, they win it 6-3, and they win their first series since early July. They take 4 of 7 from Biloxi. And you know what? They played spoiler this week. This is some of the best baseball they've played throughout the second half, has Rocket City. Good to see them put it together. Final week at home. And with that, they'll carry a little bit of momentum as they hit the road for the 6 final games of the season beginning next Tuesday at Chattanooga. So for those of you on the Griot, it's been a great season. Thank you so much. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, April the 4th, and what I assume would be a 6:30 airtime, 6:35 first pitch for the season opener of 2025 for the Trash Pandas as they'll take on the Chattanooga Lookouts that day. But you folks have a wonderful winter. For those of you listening on Talk Radio, WZZN, the Northrop Grumman postgame show is coming up right after this. Again, on this winning afternoon, Rocket City defeats Biloxi in the home finale by the final of 6-3. For everyone with the Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they're doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
An emerald green field is iconic of baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside environs of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results with fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call us today at 888-556-7985.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Another one is in the books. Now, let's head to postgame. Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, the law firm of Martinson and Beeson, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Alumni Hall, Eagle Insulation, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Welcome into the Northrop Grumman postgame show, everyone. Josh Carey with you, and back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios running the boards is Jeff Scarborough, where the news is good this afternoon. Rocket City wins the series. They win the game as they defeat the Biloxi Shuckers this afternoon by the final score of 6-3, and a couple of really prime nuggets here for Trash Panda fans. Number one, Rocket City surpasses its win total from all of last season, their 59th win of the season, with still 6 games to go at Chattanooga this week. They also pick up their first series win since July 4th through 6th when they swept a 3-game set here against the Birmingham Barons. It's just a great day, beautiful day for baseball. The kids are running the bases as we wrap up the home slate here at Toyota Field. Again, Rocket City a 6-3 winner over Biloxi. Let's go ahead and run through what happened in this ball game, and it started off in fine fashion for Rocket City in the second inning. Orlando Martinez led off with a walk. He would then move to second on a single by David Calabrese. Actually, he would go to first to third on the single by Calabrese. David would then steal second base, putting runners at second and third with one away when Ben Goebel flared a 2-run single into right field, scoring both Martinez and Calabrese to make the score 2-0. Trash Pandas. George Clausen got the start for Rocket City through the first 3 innings. He was terrific. He struck out 5 of the 10 men he faced and I'd only given up one hit, but in the fourth inning, he ran into trouble and wound up getting pushed out of the ball game. He walked 3 straight men, Darian Miller, Brock Wilkin, and Ernesto Martinez to start the inning. So bases loaded, no one out. He got Eric Brown Jr. to fly out to shallow center, and then Lamar Sparks almost ripped a grand slam home run over the right field wall, but able to go back and make the catch at the base of the wall was Calabrese. For the out, it was a sacrifice fly. Miller scored from third. That made it a 2-1 game, while Wilkin tagged up and went from second to third. That set the stage for Ethan Murray, who roped an RBI single into center. That would bring in Wilkin and make it a 2-2 contest at that point. But Rocket City would take the lead for good with a run in the fourth inning. Our post-game guest, David Calabrese, would come through as he launched a solo homer over the right field wall. It was his 4th of the season, RBI number 10. That gave Rocket City a 3-2 lead. After Clausen left after the fourth inning, the Rocket City bullpen did another bang-up job. Hayden Sigg, 2 shutout innings of relief, a hit, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. He winds up with the win to move to 3-5 on the season. After he departed, John O'Reilly with a scoreless 7th, Jack Dashwood with a scoreless 8th inning, as Rocket City seemed to be cruising its way to victory. During that span, they would also pick up some key insurance runs, and it looked like they pretty much had the game under control. In fact, the 3 runs they scored combined in the 7th and 8th innings, they were all unearned. They would get 1 in the 7th. With 1 out, Nelson Rado would double, and then with, I believe he doubled, and then with 1 away in the 8th inning, in the 7th inning, he would try to steal third base. The ball was in the dirt. Miller, the catcher, came up throwing. Through to third, no one was covering for Biloxi, so the ball went down the left field line. It turned into a stolen base for Rada, an E2 throwing error by Miller. That allowed Rada to come in from third base, an unearned run for Rocket City. They led it 4-2, and then they would pick up 2 more unearned runs in the 8th inning. Miles Emerson reached on a fielding error by the third baseman, Brock Wilkin. He would go to second on a sacrifice bunt and then score on another RBI single, this time by Ben Goebel. That would make it a 5-2 ball game. Goebel would then go to second on a balk, and then after a fly out to center, a walk, and a bunt single by Mershon loaded the bases. A bases-loaded walk to Denzer Guzman forced in a second run, making it a 6-2 contest as Rocket City seemingly handed in hand. And by the way, the Biloxi bullpen really struggled over the later part of the game. Harold Chirino and James Meeker, 2 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, none of them earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts for them. So in the 9th inning, Camden Manassi came in to try and close things out. He struck out the first 2 men he faced with ease, but then he struggled. He would walk 2, allow a single. That loaded the bases with 2 outs. He would then issue a bases-loaded walk to Ernesto Martinez Jr. to force in a run, making it 6-3. From there, Manassi was taken out of the game, and Brady Chobin came in and got Eric Brown Jr. to roll out to short to end the ball game as Rocket City hangs on for a 6-3 victory, and they get the series win again, taking 4 out of 7 from Biloxi. For the Shuckers, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, they leave 11. Rocket City, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, they leave 9. Hayden Sigg with the win to move to 3-5. Nick Merkel starts and takes the loss for Biloxi. He falls to 6-5, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. The save to Chobin, his first. He faced 1 batter, got him to ground out to short. Time of game, 2 hours and 53 minutes, and the attendance, 5,008 on this Fan Appreciation Day as Rocket City tops Biloxi in the home finale by the final score of 6-3. We'll take one more break on the Northrop Grumman postgame show. Come back and wrap it up right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month.
Wow.
Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back here to wrap it up on the Northrop Grumman postgame show. Again, Rocket City a winner today in the home finale over Biloxi by the final score of 6-3. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. That's going to do it for us here at Toyota Field in 2024, but the 2024 season is not over. Don't you dare think it's over. We got 6 more games to go. We have got a 6-game series at Chattanooga, which will begin on Tuesday. It'll be a 6 o'clock airtime, 6:15 first pitch when the Trash Pandas take on the Chattanooga Lookouts in Game 1 of 6 from AT&T Field. We don't know who the starters are. We don't know who what the rotations look like for either team, but obviously we'll know something by the time we hit air at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, as again the Trash Pandas will face the Lookouts next week for the final series of the 2024 season. Hopefully you can join us right here on Talk Radio WZZN for all of the action, or heck, take the short drive over to Chattanooga. I know the fellows would love to see some friendly faces in attendance next week at AT&T Field. Special thank you back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios for the hard work from Jeff Scarborough. And, of course, thank you to all of you for listening to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Again, your final score on this winning afternoon, it's the Trash Pandas topping the Shuckers by the final score of 6-3. For everyone with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Thank you for listening to Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Trash Panda Baseball has been brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, the law firm of Martinson and Beeson, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Alumni Hall, Eagle Insulation, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.